Good evening, everyone. It's high school football here tonight from Lloyd Schneider Stadium, Bill Rice Field. It is Friday night, September 22nd, 2017. Rock Valley Conference football tonight as your McFarland Spartans host the Chiefs from Bigfoot. Bigfoot again from the communities of Walworth, Fontana, and Sharon, located on the state line east of Beloit. Make the trip up here. It's a long trip. And it's homecoming tonight for the Spartans. I'm John Wells, along with making his debut, Eric Lackey. Eric, welcome to the airwaves here.
Thanks for having me. Looking forward to it. Big game with the homecoming game today for McFarland.
Yeah, nice crowd. And I tell you what, perfect football weather for those of you in southern Texas. Probably not good weather for week 6. Right now, field temperature in the upper 80s. I believe it was like 87.5 degrees. Up here in the press box right now, 97.5 degrees. So we are 10 degrees warmer up here, no breeze.
Yeah, I can tell you who the players of the game are going to be that we're looking for, the Water Boys today.
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll see if they actually take some breaks tonight and get kids some extra rest and water, because it's going to be a warm one. It's humid. But, again, the Spartans come in with a record of 2 wins and 3 losses. Their wins coming against Edgerton and Whitewater earlier this season. Bigfoot 1-4. Their win coming on the opening night against Broadhead Judah, 47-27 win. Again, a name you're going to hear a lot tonight is going to be Jackson Enns. He's the quarterback. He's 6'1", 185, and Eric, a D1 recruit.
Yeah, D1 at Colorado State.
North Dakota
State as a safety.
And he is he's kind of Mr. Everything here. He's thrown for over 900 yards. He's rushed for over 500, about 576 yards. So, again, the Spartans are going to have to key on Enns. He'll be number 1. So the Spartans approach the ball, didn't fool anybody on the Chiefs. Again, the Chiefs will be in the white jersey, red numerals, red pants. Spartans in their traditional blue jerseys, blue pants, and white numbers. And this is Carson Werwinski, number 20. He has it teed up. We are underway. That ball is live. Going to be picked up and returned, and I believe that is number 19 for the Chiefs. That's Aiden Greco.
You can see with that kickoff, too, Enns being back there, they already tried kicking it away from him.
Yeah, not going to be able to keep the ball away from him too much, because he is the majority of their offense. So, again, we'll see if the Spartans are up to it. They're going to, every week in the Rock Valley, you see a little different twist. And we'll have Greco lined up wide to the right already to start. And, again, showing run right. Here's Enns. Good pursuit by the Spartans. Almost had him tripped up. Enns keeps going, and he's pushed out of bounds, and he's stopped there by number 6, Reese Samuel, up from his defensive back position. Eric, looked like they had Enns stopped. Winds up making 5-6 yards out of that.
The key to that is the first point of contact. If you could bring him down right away, you can really potentially stop him the whole game.
So you see school board president Arlen Halverson over there with the down marker. 2nd down. Enns, straight ahead handoff. Ball carrier goes straight ahead. That's number 45, Samuel Ritchie. Ritchie is a 5'7", 195-pound senior. Going to be short, going to pick up about a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 3, and here's a big call for the defense. Again, you see big Cade Werwinski out there, number 85. Number 5 is Connor Frazier. Again, a lot of sophomores playing for the Spartans. So, biggest play of the game so far, 3rd down. Enns looking, airing it out, got a receiver, and he's got it. And that's number 13, Pedro Sierra. Defensive back there, Manny Barber Thomas. got turned, lost sight of the ball, and you lose sight of the ball, Eric, you're in trouble.
Yeah, especially a throw like that that's underthrown. Number 13 did a great job coming back to the ball to get that first down.
So the big third down play converted by the Chiefs. So they'll have the ball now at the 37-yard line of the Spartans, 1st and 10 with 10.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Last time we were here, first quarter took 44 minutes. Already looks a little smoother than that. A lot of penalties. I think we had 8 penalties in the first quarter against Evansville. So Enns rolls to his right, got a receiver open, gets it to him. Good one-on-one coverage there. That's Austin Courier. And he's tackled there by number 1. That's Cam Schaff. Cam's brother, I believe, directed the national anthem for the band. And now Cam gets his name announced out there. So gain of 4, so going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Chiefs. Man in motion, straight ahead handoff, missed tackle, still going. Nice ankle tackle there by number 14, Michael Marfori. Again, that's number 45, Samuel Ritchie. Again, the missed tackle, Eric, leads to a first down.
And the D-line really got some penetration there on the O-line. They had him right there, about a 2-yard gain, and he snuck through.
So 1st and 10 on the 22. Here's a pitch running wide side. Collared there by Cade Werwinski, number 84. Got a hold of that jersey as Aiden Greco, the ball carrier, just came in motion from right to left. Enns just pitches the ball back to him. Going to get 3, gets inside the 20-yard line, so 2nd down and 7 with 9.5 to go here in a fast-paced first quarter. See if Enns goes to the air here on a 2nd down and 7 situation. Again, Spartans need to answer the call here. Looking into the end zone. And that one is caught for a touchdown. And they go back to number 13. That's Pedro Sierra.
Quite a throw there from Jackson Enns. As you can see here in the replay, he puts it up so that his receiver can go up and make a play on it.
And again, pretty well covered there by Manny Barber Thomas. But with 9:11 to go in the first quarter here from Bill Rice Field, Lloyd Schneider Stadium. 6-0 Bigfoot. They'll go for 2. Enns looking, got a receiver wide open, nobody even near him. And Austin Courier makes it 8-0 Bigfoot. A hush falls over the crowd here on this side, Eric. Boy, I tell you what, Courier could have run all the way down to the Spartan Pizza there. Nobody near him, nobody within 15 yards of him.
Yeah, that looked like a coverage breakdown. Hopefully they can get that sharpened up here once the offense takes over.
So a pretty good drive for the Chiefs, over a 60-yard drive there to open the game. So 9:11 to go in the first quarter here, 8-0 Bigfoot. Again, we thought the over-under for this game might be about 60, if this is any indication. But again, Eric, the Spartan defense is going to have to step up because can't always bank on just outscoring the other team. You've got to stop them too and see what they can do. Derek Schwarting, the junior quarterback, is thrown for over 1,100 yards this year in really his first action at the varsity level. So who else to kick off for Bigfoot? It will be number 10, Jack Hurley. 6'3", 212-pound junior, number 10. Looks like Enns actually gets a break here on the special teams. Hurley's kick, and a good kick, going to sail into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So, well, let's see what the Spartans can do. Eric, your first look at the Spartans offensively here, and offensive coordinator Pete Willickett has kind of opened up that playbook a little bit this year. But the Spartans still they really need to get that run game established. Leading rusher for the Spartans this year is Jeremiah Price Johnson, the sophomore, just a little over 200 yards. So again, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Schwarting. Oh, he's got Nick Herbst. Nick pulls forward to the 27, but Ouch, that could have been a pick 6 there, Eric.
That was very close, but it's still good to get some yardage on your first play after giving up a touchdown on your first drive as a defense.
Spartans quickly up to the line of scrimmage. 8:50 to go here in the first quarter, trailing 8-0 to the Bigfoot Chiefs. Again, our quarterback is complete. That's to number 21, and that's Donovan Hudson.
It'll be interesting if both teams keep going with this no-huddle, hurry-up offense in this heat and see how it wears down both defenses and offenses.
Big play right here, Eric. 3rd down and 1 for the Spartans. Hudson comes up just a little bit short of that first down. Jeremiah Price Johnson, he'll get the first down. Kept his legs going. Jeremiah, a strong kid, tough kid out there at 5'11", 175. And again, just a sophomore. Number of sophomores out there for the Spartans. And that'll move the ball out to the 32-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans as we near the 8-minute mark here in quarter number 1. Pass over here to Hudson. Gets a block, turns it up, and gets pushed out of bounds near the 37-yard line, Spartan side of the field.
Key to a play like that, too, is getting the ball quick out of the quarterback's hands and putting it in a playmaker's hands, try and make a guy miss there. It's a good pickup on 1st down.
And the officials quickly get that ball back in play. I think that was part of the difference tonight from last week, as it took so long to get the ball back in play. But here we go. Pitch out to Hudson. And he's going to get tossed back. Again, that situation, Donovan pretty much had to do everything on his own. And Bigfoot all over that play. So now it's going to be a 3rd down.
Another big 3rd down earlier in this game.
Yeah, this is going to be a 3rd down and 5 for the Spartans. And again, unable to stop Bigfoot on their first drive. You don't want to give them the ball back right away. So you want to keep those sticks moving. Schwarting's going to roll out to his right. Looking, got a receiver open, overthrown. That was number 23, Nick Hall. Incomplete. Now that brings up 4th down. It appears the punting team will come in for the Spartans here with the clock stopped at 7:17. Here's another look at that play. Nick was open, but the ball just out of his reach.
Offensive line did a really good job in that play, getting him time so he could try and make a throw.
So the Spartans now will kick it away. Nick Herbst. Nick's been punting for the Spartans now 3 years here. He's a senior, headed to Illinois State next year on a baseball scholarship. Good kick. Going to let this one bounce. Rolls inside the 30 and goes out of bounds at the 28-yard line, where the Chiefs will put it in play 1st and 10 with 7:10 to go here. Homecoming 2017. At McFarland High School. Bigfoot Chiefs leading 8-0.
This is a big drive for the Spartan defense. Need to get a stop here. You don't want to go down by 2 scores this early in the game.
Yep, defense has got to step up. So the ball will be marked at the 28-yard line. And again, the officials quickly getting that ball into play, so nice job. Big number 75 over the ball. That's Nicholas Freimiller. 5'10", 299. So a change at quarterback here. And that pass goes out here to number 14, Hunter Sharp.
Yeah, you can see this throw just a little bit high for him to not be able to make a play, catch and run with it. But
well, maybe that was ends at quarterback. Looked like number 10, but
yeah, it looked like they have ends at halfback right now,
which might account for his yardage, rushing yardage totals this year. So number 15 is the quarterback. Big rush by Werwinski. Gets the pass to ends. Gotta like it. You complete passes, and now you are the recipient of passes. Quarterback there, number 15, Logan Eichscheid.
Number 8, Hunter Patchen, with a big tackle there, along with 33, Cordell Cloth.
So 3rd down and 6 for the Bigfoot Chiefs as we near the 6-minute mark. Again, Eyeshide at quarterback here, looking, got a receiver complete, and that's number 19. I believe he's going to have the yardage for the first down. That's Aiden Greco. And I believe the forward progress there should give him a first down. He's out around the 40-yard line. And the sticks move, and Arlen's got the 1 on the down marker, so that tells us it is a first down. Under 6 minutes to go here, and again, defense needs to answer the call here. Enns will line up now to the left. And it goes to Enns. Turns it up. Good coverage there by the Spartans, 46 and 22. 22 Tyson White. 46 Philip Robinson.
Just like the plays for the Spartans, there was a missed block, so Enns had to try and do it all himself. It was a good job swarm tackling by the Spartans.
And good to see Philip Robinson out there. Philip's going to have a big year in basketball this year, no question about it. So good to see him out here on the gridiron. 2nd down and 8 for the Chiefs. Again, Eyeshide, the quarterback. Pitch it back to Enns. Running right. Going to pick up some yards. Goes out of bounds short of the 50-yard line and short of the first down. Again, just Chiefs just kind of running with the athleticism of Enns. Of course, winning some of those battles up front on the line of scrimmage, too. A lot of bulk up there. Freimiller at 299, Daniel Carpenter at 277. And they're every pound of that. I don't think there's any padding of the weights. Number 66 up there is Samuel Dickerson. He is 272. A lot of beef, 272, 277, and 299 up on that line of scrimmage. And number 63, Nathaniel Frederick, at 213. And Coach Greg Enns says, let's talk about this. Pretty important play here with 3rd down and 3. With 4:10 to go, 8-0 our score. And again, Eric, you had just said, big possession here for for Bigfoot, and a big possession for our defense.
Absolutely. Right here, this 3rd down and about 3. You can even hear the student section yelling out, "Let's go defense." This could be a huge stop and a turning point in this game.
And a big thank you to Andrew Day and his top-notch crew. Andrew ran home, got a wall air conditioner unit, brought it back up here. Everyone is happy about that. Actually, I'm kidding, because we need the windows open here for the cameras. So
quite the setup you got here, too.
And the camera work is outstanding. We have the easiest job. We just sit here and talk. These guys hanging on scaffolds from the press box and living dangerously. And so 3rd down and 3, 4:10 to go.
I'd look for the ball to be in Enns' hands here with this short 3rd down.
Yep, they're going to come back this way, I think. Nope, they're going to air it out. They got a receiver open, and it's complete. And once again, the Spartan defender does not see the ball. That was Tyson White back on coverage. And number 14, Hunter Sharp. But again, it's tough when you're not seeing that ball. Correction on that, that was number 13, Pedro Sierra. Sierra with the catch. Moves the ball inside the 30-yard line, just inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. You know, sometimes you key on Enns too much and they go with the other kids because.
Yep.
Oh, nice tackle there by number 6, Reese Samuel. That play never really developed. Hunter Sharp, the ball carrier, waited for his blockers, just not there.
Yeah, you can see the penetration from the Spartan defensive line to get there and slow him up so a linebacker can come in and take him down.
Again, look at that. Great textbook tackle there. Great textbook camera work up here, too, as well. So a loss will make it 2nd down and 15. Again, they'll go 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Eyeshide will roll to his left, looking.
Big play.
Intercepted by Samuel. He's got some room. 50, down the sideline. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And we look, and there are no flags. Boy, I thought Reese was going to get collared here on the sideline, but no go.
He's able to slip through that tackle there. That's a huge play for this defense. You can see here on the instant replay. Quarterback goes to throw it, and he's just right there in the pocket, takes it, and he starts looking for blockers to go upfield.
We ought to put Reese in the offensive backfield. I mean, that's pretty good running there.
Absolutely.
I think that's Coach Rothwell running down the sidelines with him. Boy, Enns gave it a shot there at the end and just trips him up. Now it's circus time, as I call it. McFarland going with very unusual alignments for their extra points. And up, Jeremiah Price Johnson. Does he get in? Does he lose the ball? No signal. Yes,
there
he's
it
in.
is.
And with 2:52 to go here in the first quarter, the defense has an answer. Reese Samuel didn't get the yardage on that one, but believe that one was over 70 yards on that interception return. And it's tied up at 8.
That's the big play the Spartan defense needed, too. We talked about it earlier in the game, trying to stop the prolific offense of Bigfoot. That's a huge play.
And your defense now, unfortunately, your defense doesn't get much break. They got to come right back on the field. And again, I haven't seen any health-related timeouts because of the heat.
Coach has got to try and do the best job they can to continue to rotate players in and out, but with that hurry-up offense, it makes it tough for you.
So Doug Peterson out talking to the special teams, tied up at 8, 2:52 to go here in the first quarter. Going to be an exciting one here tonight. We've had a few exciting games. We had that Bigfoot game a few years ago with the controversial call at the end of the game and the Chiefs getting a second chance at the end zone and scoring to beat the Spartans. And boy, time slips by. Can't even remember how long ago that was. That might have been when your buddy was the quarterback at Bigfoot. So Carson Werwinski, one of my former students, going to tee the ball out there at the 40. 3 deep for the Chiefs.
Let's see if they continue to kick it, try and kick it away and keep the ball out of Enn's hands.
Ends in the middle at the 10. Werwinski approaches. Oh, going to kick it deep. And that one's going to go into the end zone. Well, you want to keep that ball on the field so you don't give them good position to start, but that ball does sneak its way into the end zone.
Took a great roll, got real close to the sideline there.
Well, and back-to-back touchbacks here. You don't see that too often in high school football. So the Chiefs will put the ball in play at the 20-yard line. Great night. It's homecoming 2017. John Wells and Eric Lackey here tonight. Eric related to Leah Lackey, who did the volleyball game. This might be our first husband-wife color commentary duo here on local cable. So
there's a first for everything, right?
You bet. This is great. We're having fun. Bill unable to make it tonight, so Eric nice enough to fill in.
Big shoes to live up to.
Oh, yeah. Jackson Ends back at quarterback, rolls to the right, turns it up. Spartans are there. He may make it back to the line of scrimmage. Patchen is there, number 64, Mitchell Rader. 5'9", 255-pound junior. Of course, the Spartans do not have any senior linemen. So that entire line is going to be back next year, getting valuable experience here.
And playing well, too.
Pick up a good confidence builder to get a win here tonight. Got a receiver, right through the hands of number 14, Tyson White there to drill him. Looked worse than it was. Again, number 14, Hunter Sharp.
May have heard a few footsteps before trying to catch that football.
Good, clean hit. So just like that now, it's 3rd and 10. Your defense looking to get another stop here. Here's Enns, rolls to his left, pump fake, got a receiver open, overthrown. Reese Samuel on the coverage, also Cam Schaff there. And that, again, intended for number 14, Hunter Sharp.
As you can see in the instant replay, that's the best miss you could have there, throwing it to where only your guy could get a hand on it.
And that would have taken a pretty well-thrown pass from Enns to complete that, but darn near does. So now Enns will step back inside his 10-yard line, or about the 10-yard line, to kick this one away, or at least we expect. Spartans with too many men on the field, and they get the 12th man off. Receiver for the Spartans back. Oh, through Enns' hands. Loose ball. Down he goes. The defense again. Nick Hall is there. Cade Werwinski is there. Wow. Look at that. Just the ball was a little bit to the right. Look at this camera work, Eric. This is amazing.
Unbelievable. Another huge play for the special teams here to get the ball in the red zone of the Bigfoot Chiefs.
And I'll be honest with you, I watched a game last week on commercial TV, and the camera work was not anything near what this is here. I mean, that replay right on it. And we got to admit it, we cheat a little bit because we've got a monitor in front of us. So let's see what the Spartans can do. They've got the ball pretty good position here. Jeremiah Price Johnson, hang on to that ball. Jeremiah gets stood up at about the 7-yard line.
You were saying before the game, too, as we were talking, that a big difference maker for this game could be the McFarland Spartans running game against the Bigfoot's defense. Let's see if they can ground and pound the ball in here for a touchdown.
And Bigfoot has struggled a little bit against the run, but they've played some pretty good teams. Rock Valley, Clinton, a very, very solid team this year. Turner is undefeated. They play each other tonight. 2nd down, Schwarting rolls out to his right, looking, going to hang on to it, dumps it off. Ooh, big hit. Hudson hangs on to the ball. That boy Donovan hung on to it. Donovan's right up. Donovan 5'7", 135, but he's tough. I love it. Look at this. Nice job by Schwarting, but boom, there's Enns. Again, he'll be one of the Bison out there at North Dakota State next year. And pretty good athlete. You know, you see these Division I colleges will recruit kids really based on their athleticism, and then once they get there, kind of look at where they can go. Here's Schwarting, looking, forced out of the pocket. This one's not looking good. See if he can, he turns it up, gets drilled out of bounds at the 5. Now it's going to be 4th down, and do you kick it and get that rare 11 points that you don't see too often in football?
Yeah, this is a big decision here for the Spartan offense.
35 seconds to go in the first quarter, and it's 4th down and 3. Boy, they're going to go for it. Confidence in that offense. Oh,
there it is.
And the Chiefs, I believe they jump off sides. Mitchell Rader there, 64. Drew Mickelson, 68.
With the classic Aaron Rodgers hard count to try and get him off sides.
Also 67, Jack Hovland. Your center is number 50, Bryce Thompson. Also number 76, Henry Byers, your left tackle. 1st and goal for the Spartans. Again, Chiefs, their own worst enemy right here.
Let's see if the offensive line can get a big push here.
That's Connor Frazier in the backfield and stood up. Don't believe he got to the line of scrimmage. Again, Connor just a sophomore. 5'11", 190. So again, a number of these skill position players for the Spartans are sophomores. Quarterback is a junior. Your entire line is back. Right now, I believe the only senior on the field for the Spartans is wideout number 11, Nick Herbst. And the quarter runs out, so 1 quarter in the books here from Lloyd Schneider Stadium and Bill Rice Field. It's Friday night, September 22nd, 2017, in case you're watching this game 10 years from now. The score, McFarland 8, Bigfoot 8, and the Spartans with the ball to open the second quarter on the 4-yard line. So, Eric, we knew this was going to be a competitive game here tonight. Bigfoot, of course, looking at McFarland and Edgerton Whitewater, or whatever order, those 3 games, looking at those as all winnable games for them, coming in with a 1-4 record. The Spartans, again, homecoming and saying, hey, defend our turf here.
In which they have big defensive play and a big special teams turnover.
So we'll start the second quarter, 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Again, big play, Reese Samuel returning that interception for a touchdown, and then Jeremiah Price Johnson running in the extra point for 2. That gave the Spartans their 8 points, and again, Bigfoot with the touchdown pass, and I believe that was to Pedro Sierra earlier on their first drive. So let's see if the blue and white can punch this one in. 2nd down and 4. Again, receiver to the right, receivers to the left. Jeremiah Price Johnson offset, Schwarting into the end zone. Nick Herbst got a touchdown. Nick Herbst, 3 touchdowns last week in a 1-point loss to Broadhead Judah. And now a Schwarting to Herbst touchdown pass.
Huge play there.
Boy, nobody near Nick Herbst. So it's 14-8.
As you called it earlier, too, the only senior on the offense. That's big to see him come up big and make a huge play.
And those Pete Willickett plays out of that Pete playbook over there. Again, fooling Bigfoot. So again, the unique formation here. I love it. It's out of the box thinking. Johnson right up the middle. Gets in. 16-8. Makes it an 8-point game. 3 seconds into the second quarter.
That's really got to pump up your defense, too, to go out there and get 2 turnovers, and then to see your offense take advantage of the second turnover and put points on the board.
When you think about it, our offense has been on the field not very often. You got a defensive touchdown, and then you got basically a 12-yard drive, I believe that one was, or a 13-yard drive. And again, Spartans with a lot of kids going both ways, as do both teams. So a little bit of fun here from Lloyd Schneider Stadium for the 2017 version of the McFarland High School homecoming, where we may be the only school in the United States who has the assistant principal sing the national anthem before the game. I put that one out there to anyone listening across the United States, and in 4 continents tonight, we have received messages that we have listeners in 4 continents. No, not Antarctica. We have Asia, Europe, South America, and, of course, North America tonight.
Worldwide.
Worldwide. I mean, that's how good these broadcasts are. And, again, we make it fun. We hope people have fun. We hope we're not too critical. And remember, our opinions are our own. They do not necessarily express those of McFarland School District, the Village of McFarland, or Andrew Day. Here's a squib going to be picked up by ends. 25, 30, look out, over the 40. Still going, down the sideline. There he goes. Oh, my goodness. Just a stroll in the park.
There is a flag on the
for
field.
ends. There is a flag. You are correct. Just out near the 50-yard line. I tell you, whenever you see these, it usually comes back. And let's see. Boy, you know, play didn't look like it was really going to go anywhere. Ends waited for his blockers and then kind of gallops down the sideline. But not a lot of excitement on the Bigfoot side, so I think they sense that one might come back. Tell you what, though, entertaining nonetheless.
Yeah, it looked to be a holding call on the return.
So that's going to put the ball way back into Chief territory right at the 41-yard line. So Bigfoot will put it in play 1st and 10, and instead of looking at opportunity to tie up the score, they're going to start this possession down 8.
Earlier in the game on each kickoff or punt, they were kicking it away from ends, and right there you could see why.
Yeah, he just kind of found his opening, and there that sideline was, and the gates just opened up. Ends not even breathing heavy out there. Steps back now. He'll be the quarterback. Fakes the handoff. Pass out here. Oh, boy, is that dangerous. Intended for Austin Courier. Again, Austin at 6'5", 173. Makes a pretty good target out there. Fakes the handoff. But, again, I tell you what, talking dangerous either way.
Very
Spartans
dangerous.
could get another pick 6 there. So incomplete will make it 2nd down and 10. Bigfoot kind of their own worst enemy right now, as I alluded to earlier. Ends this time is going to run. And he gets back over the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Good pursuit there. Tyson White is there. Werwinski is there. Both Connor and Cade. Also Hunter Patchen, number 8. Patchen at 6'4", 180. He is a senior. Cade Werwinski, Division I size out there at 6'2", 240. But there was a penalty.
Looked to be face mask.
And a 5-yard version, so that's going to move the ball out to the 47-yard line. We'll call it 2nd down and 4 for Bigfoot. 11:25 to go here in the first half. Handoff straight ahead. Ball carrier just keeps his head down. Going to be short of midfield. That's 22, Dylan Robinson. Called a lot of different names back there for the Chiefs tonight.
Seemed to have a heavy rotation with halfback, then obviously with the quarterback position, but we'll see if that continues with this heat.
And that might be the Chiefs' thought, is just kind of rotate players in and out. And 3rd down and a yard. See if Enns just keeps this, which he does. Cuts up. Well, he's gonna get it, I believe. It's close, but again, Eric, that camera work is just outstanding.
It follows him all the way through. You can see the block, you can see the hole open up, but then you see a great tackle just past.
Yep, not by much, but again, outstanding camera work here. And as I said, I watched a commercial broadcast last week. Graphics are better, replays are better, everything. And I mean, they're so quick on that replay. So again,
makes our job a lot easier.
They're doing the hard work here. So here's Enns, going to air it out near the sideline, off the outstretched hands of Pedro Sierra. Pedro, a 6', 174-pound senior. So the Chiefs come out throwing on 1st down. So just out of his hands. Gave it a shot, though.
Philip Robertson there in coverage, too.
That away,
6' senior.
One of the Robinson triplets here. Philip, the only one playing football, though. Going to go back that way again.
Made one guy, made 2 guys miss, but then the swarm tackle there.
And there's Robinson again, also Cordell Cloth. Completion, good for about 5 yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. That one again to Hunter Sharp. Left my spotting board at home tonight, so I don't have that spotting chart. I just go from memory anyway. So 2 to the right, 1 to the left here on this 3rd down. Enns looking. Got a receive. Picked off. Oh, this one's going to go. Hey, look at that. Number 24, that is V-Way Tara. V-Way.
Another huge play for this defense, another pick 6.
And we've said that. You start throwing wide. I mean, Enns is throwing it 20 yards across the field. V-Way. That's going to make his highlight film.
Just jumps the route from the beginning. Reads the quarterback's eyes. Sees the receiver just running a little curl right there, and he just jumps it, takes it to the house. 2
returns for touchdowns tonight. The offense not on the floor, not on the field too often, and you've got 22 points here. 2 of those touchdowns courtesy of the defense, and the third one courtesy to that fumble recovery at the 12. So let's see if we can go 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. Schwarting rolls out. Oh, he's got a receiver. Now they say it was incomplete. Do we have a penalty marker? I'm going to guess this is going to be some type of procedure call against the Spartans. And it is. So that good defense there, but incomplete. So it's 22-8 with 9:37 to go. And again, 2 defensive touchdowns. Interception returns by Reese Samuel and Viwe Tara.
Looking at the stat sheet before the game of Bigfoot's offense, and if you would have told me that the Spartans would have had 2 defensive touchdowns, I would have been very surprised to hear that.
And remember, that over-under was 60. That is unofficial, of course. I'll tell you what, though, I'm going to go out on a limb right now. I'm going to say that 22 is not going to be enough points to win the game.
No, absolutely not.
Andrew Day nods in agreement. Andrew's saying it's going to have to be over 30 to win. So we'll see. Again, Bigfoot really just
beating themselves,
hurting themselves,
yeah.
And good job by Viwe to step in there. Of course, if Viwe doesn't get that ball and that's a completed pass, that's going the other direction. So 9:37 to go here in the first half. Again, Friday night, September 22nd, 2017. John Wells and Eric Lackey teaming up for this one tonight. And it's a fun one.
Remember the last kickoff, even though it was brought back by a penalty. Let's see if they try and keep the ball out of N's hands again.
And see if we squib it this time. Not going to pop her up. It's going to go way to the left. This is Sierra. Here he comes. Going backwards. In trouble, and down he goes. Good coverage. Who's got that ankle tackle there? Let's see. Number 80. Attaway Manny. Emmanuel Barber Thomas. And they're going to mark the ball. That's going to be at about the 15-yard line. 16. 1st and 10 for Bigfoot. 9:30 to go in the first half. On a warm fall night. We are fall here.
That sure doesn't feel like fall, though.
No, not at all.
Feels like August.
It is comfortable, to say the least up here. I would say uncomfortable. Ball carrier straight ahead. Boy, you can see the confidence in the defense. Spins forward. Really took that play. Looked like not much of a game, but Samuel Ritchie gets out just over the 20. Well, Eric, the one saving grace is we don't have mosquitoes up here, but they may come alive and come out for this one. That would be the worst thing.
I think there's enough spiders around here to to take care of them for us.
So handoff. Here comes Ritchie again. Going to be stacked up there. Patchen's there. Marfori's there. Cloth is there. Tyson White is there. Team tackle.
That's exactly what you want to see, too. You don't want to see anybody trying to go one-on-one for a tackle.
3rd and uno here. 2 receivers will line up to the left, 1 to the right for the Chiefs. Again, this time Eichheid taking the snaps. Broken play. And down. Still up. Don't throw him down. The defense once again, as a group, is there. Now they're going to, we'll see where that's marked. He certainly didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
The defensive line did a great job getting into the backfield and forcing him to go to the right side.
So Enns will drop back. Jackson Enns is the punter. It's 22-8. They going to try anything fancy here, Eric? With ends back there, you never know.
You do never know. A guy who's playing safety, punter, quarterback, running back, receiver.
And I'm thinking
and a playmaker.
I'm not going to be surprised if we see something here. How about that? The fullback is your center. Oh, no, correction. He's lined up as a guard. Oh, rugby-style kick. Look out, loose ball. I believe that ball may have been blocked. It's going to roll into Spartan territory, but they're going to have great field position here. At the 47-yard line with 7:31 to go. Offense now, see if they can put a drive together. See if we can get a replay if that ball was kind of had to roll to his left for a rugby-style kick. I don't know, Eric, did somebody get their hand on it? I think they did.
Yeah, it looked like it may have just been tipped right at the line.
That one
right at the kick.
That one never got the trajectory there.
Those are one of the scary ones, too, where even though it was blocked, if one of your guys, without knowing, hits it, and then Bigfoot can recover.
Looks like we're going to take a kind of a water break right now. Hey, they bring water out to the officials. And I got to say something. You know, sometimes I get critical of the officials up here, but I'm going to be honest with you. High school sports are not going to be around much longer if we aren't able to get more people involved in officiating. Milwaukee area, there's a number of games on Thursday nights because, not necessarily because teams choose that, because they're having a hard time finding officiating crews. And I know a couple of years ago, the average age of an officiating crew was like in the upper 50s. And it's just harder and harder to get younger people into the game. But if you're out there and you're thinking about officiating, there's always a spot for you. So that's our promotion for our officiating crews and trying to get others involved in that. So Spartans will put it in play. 1st and 10 from their 47. Schwarting. He's got Nick Herbst over here. Oh, and Nick corralled there by number 27, Tucker Milligan. Ooh, I love that name. It sounds like a country music singer, Tucker Milligan.
That last play there, Herbst made a very, very good route. Hard cut back, perfect throw. So
2nd down, what do we call it, Eric? 2nd and 5? Well, I guess say 2nd and 4 on the score, but I'm going to go with 5.
2nd and manageable.
Schwarting. Oh, overthrows number 21.
A lot of pressure in his face on that play.
So 3rd down and 5. Big play right here for the Bigfoot defense. And also the Spartan offense. They haven't moved the sticks that much tonight. Maybe a couple of first downs, if that. I know one for sure. So they'll have Samuel and Hall lined up to the right. Hudson and Herbst lined up to the left. Handoff. Jeremiah Price Johnson. He's got some room. Still going. Down the sidelines. Pushed out inside the 30-yard line. But nice job by Jeremiah. And I tell you, that is the maturity now as Jeremiah kind of sees. Cuts to the outside. A missed tackle. And just gets that ball to the outside.
That's a big play for this offense, too, after getting a huge stop.
And they go right back to Jeremiah, and there's going to be a penalty flag here. I think they're going to get the Spartans for a hold. Been a pretty clean game so far.
I think only about 4 or 5 penalties.
Compared to what we, that marathon we experienced last time, we were about now ending the first quarter. Now we're at 7:12 to go here in the first half, and it's 22-8. And as we've said, not confident that 22 is going to be enough to win this game because Bigfoot can break some big plays.
If the McFarland Spartan defense keeps playing like they are, though, it may very well be just enough to hold off the Chiefs.
That was a personal foul, and it looked like somebody got under somebody's face mask. Must have thought intentionally, so it's going to move the ball back to the 45. So it's going to be 1st and 25. Schwarting looking. Overthrows Nick Herbst. He was there. He had Tucker Milligan by a step. And that ball is overthrown, so it's going to bring up second down and 7:04 to go here in the first half as the clock stops on the incomplete pass. Rock Valley Conference football tonight. Again, very competitive Rock Valley Conference. Down to 10 teams. Round robin, so no non-conference games. You're playing 9 conference games now. Basketball, it will be 18. Not sure how much I like that. 18 out of 22, especially for the Spartans who need to play some teams in their sectional. That's intended for Donovan Hudson off his hands out of bounds. Play might have picked up a couple of yards there, so it will bring up third down. Again, motion. Hudson came from left to right. Ball, yeah. Donovan's going to catch that one 9 out of 10 times probably, but again, the play might not have gotten back to the line of scrimmage there, Eric, but
watching him in warm-ups, too, it seemed like he was catching everything, so I'm sure he's a little upset with himself on that play.
3rd and 25. Schwarting going to air it out long for Nick Herbst. Nick gives it a shot. Again, Nick's got a little height on his defender there, Tucker Milligan, at 5'9", and Nick Herbst at 6'1". Again, you can see just a little long.
You can see almost a little basketball play there from the defender, boxing him out to try and make a play on it. That's a pretty good play on the defensive back there.
So Nick Herbst will be back to punt. He'll be near his 40-yard line. Again, I tell you what, if the Spartans can hold Bigfoot defensively here and go in by 2 scores at halftime, very encouraging. Good kick by Nick. Going to be, Enns went after it, and it's going to go into the end zone. Viwe Tara gave it a shot, but Enns lets that ball go, and wisely so.
Very good decision there.
Well, it's pretty hard turf out there, so that ball is not probably going to die there on the grass like a Bill Cather chip shot does. Bill, an outstanding golfer, one of the top senior golfers, super seniors I think he is now, in Wisconsin, and Bill has traveled all over, and I'm not sure if he's at a golf outing tonight or exactly where, but his chip shots, you can put a dime on a green, and I guess Bill can put it on a dime from 80 yards out. So
that'll help your scoring.
Oh yeah. So Eyeshide will take the snaps this time. He's going to come over here. It's complete. Phillip Robinson on the coverage, and that Hunter Sharp. 6:35 to go here in the first half. Again, 22-8. McFarland leading Bigfoot by 2 scores. Compliments of the defensive side of the ball. So Eyeshide, the quarterback, Samuel Ritchie, the lone back, coming out here, and it's complete, and that's to Sharp.
It's a dangerous pass there. A little bit in traffic, picked up the first down.
Yeah, a lot of those Bigfoot routes are kind of dangerous. I mean, if your timing's good, it's great, but if it's not, as we've seen.
And that's exactly what they are, the timing routes from practice, making sure that you put the ball right where it's supposed to be, right on time.
And again, that's a lot of things fans don't understand is how much practice goes into this. It's a big rush by Werwinski, airing it out, got a receiver open, and it's complete all the way down to the 35-yard line, and that's our good friend Pedro Sierra. Pedro's come up with the big plays offensively, but again, a nicely thrown ball here.
You can see a bit of a busted coverage, too. He got over the top of the defense there to make a big play for the Chiefs. Bring a little bit of life back in this offense.
Yes, it does. So 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's Ritchie. And he'll get down to the 30. Spartans look a little gassed defensively. Boy's pretty lathered up out there like a racehorse almost. I mean, it's warm. Not sure that heat index got to be still over 90. Defense got to step it up. Crowd getting into it a little bit. Eyeshide, broken play, still going to make something out of it. Mitchell Rader got him around the ankles there, and Cordell Cloth and Cade Werwinski again. Great to see Cade out there. He's had some injury issues. And good to see him out there for his senior season. Again, at 6'2" and 240. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
It'd be interesting to see if they try and go with that run game again.
Man, I think they're going to put ends out here on the right side.
Potential bubble screen here.
Eyeshide looking, going to air it out. Got a receiver, almost intercepted.
It's a great play by the defensive back.
And there's the difference, Eric, there. Phillip had his eye on that ball all the way, and it was kind of a jump ball situation here. Phillip, again, a great athlete.
You could see him reading the receiver's eyes, too. As he looks up, he looked back to look for the ball.
And credit Pedro Sierra gave it a good shot there, too. So 4th down, 4:43 to go here in the first half. 22-8, Spartans lead.
Let's see if they can get a big play here to make up for the big play the Chiefs had.
And Sierra, he's dropped there by Viwe Tara. I think it's going to be very, they're going to mark it. They're going to say he got it. Not by much.
No.
Well, the official on the far side didn't hesitate signaling first down.
I thought it was a lot closer than what it seemed to be.
Do we have a replay on that? Well, doesn't matter. It's what the officials call, I guess. So someday I'll learn that I can't change calls. So here's Eyeshide, forced out of the pocket. I think he's going to run. He does. Turns it up. Whoa. Nice tackle there by Carson Werwinski. Just threw the shoulder down. And holding against Bigfoot. So again, a mistake by the Chiefs.
Even with the holding penalty, the Spartans' defensive line was able to get in the backfield and force him right and force him to get out of the pocket.
Tell you what, an entertaining game, Eric. Very fun here. This is those of you at the game tonight watching this later certainly enjoying it, but those of you at home or along the way on YouTube, again, you can tell your friends they can come back and watch this game at any time. Here are commentary.
Really only 3 plays that have changed this game. 2 defensively and 1 special teams.
So first down now from the 40. Jackson Ends now at quarterback. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Right now the difference is Chiefs with a lot of size up front, but the Spartans are winning that battle at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they continue to do it play after play. You can see here, keeping them inside, not letting them get the outside corner. And then both defensive linemen and linebackers coming into pursuit and help.
It looks like they're getting some good pursuit from the left side. And again, that was Reese Samuel. Second down for Bigfoot. Ends, drops way back. He's got Sierra. He's got running room inside the 30. Straight arms and goes out of bounds near the 26-yard line. Oh, my.
Smart play call by the Bigfoot Chiefs, setting up a wide receiver screen, getting the ball into a playmaker's hands, trying to make this a little bit more manageable 3rd down.
There's Pedro Sierra again, Eric, with the big play offensively.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, he has 6 touchdowns this year already.
Yeah, and he's come up with the big plays there. But again, good job by Ends to get him the ball. They're going to go back at him. Going in the end zone. Robinson, Sierra's got it. Pushed out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. Look at that camera work. Oh, my goodness.
Check this replay out, too, at home.
This is right in your living room, folks. Look at this.
This is what you see on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, this is outstanding. Oh, my goodness. Andrew Day, we got to send this in to somebody. This is award-winning camera work here. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know what was a bigger part of the play, the catch from the receiver or the camera work, so that we could see it.
But again, I said Sierra, he's their go-to guy right now. And again, a perfectly thrown ball by Ends.
Yeah, another ball that he put up only to where his receiver could go up and make a play on it.
Now they're going to stack that backfield up and just let Ends do the work here to get in. He's going to move towards the goal line. A pile up there. 3:10 to go here in the first half. Bigfoot, they want that touchdown, but probably not in a major hurry. I believe the Spartans did kick off to start the game, so we should get the ball to start the second half.
Let's see if the Spartans defense can come up big again. here with a goal line stop.
Again, they've got 2 levels of offensive line here, and Enns is just going to go straight ahead, and he's in. Didn't have too far to go. So Jackson Enns goes the 2 yards, and Bigfoot on the board now for the second time, and it's 22-14 with 2:47 to go here in the first half. And I don't think Bigfoot surprised anybody there, just letting Enns do the work there to final yards. And
that drive, just 2 big plays. The big pass play, and then 3 big plays. Then the screen pass to make it 3rd and manageable, and then they were able to get the first down. And then
let's see if they go to Sierra here and try to set up a one-on-one situation in that left part of the end zone. Nope, they're going to go to the right side, and it's complete. And that to Sharp. So Hunter Sharp with the 2-point conversion, and it's 22-16.
It'll be interesting to see what the Spartan offense does if they try and put up a quick score here with 2 minutes left, just under 3 minutes left. Because like you said, they're getting the ball at half as well.
Well, and the concern here too, Eric, is that we've seen it happen Spartan-wise defensively. You don't turn that ball over and give Bigfoot another chance to get the ball in the end zone. Again, a good look at Spartans here. Special teams, Doug Peterson. Talking to the troops, there's Hansi Schweer, number 18. He is injured, unable to play tonight. There's a good look at the Chiefs with those scarlet and white jerseys, also the gray. Again, Bigfoot, for those of you who don't know, located in Walworth, Wisconsin. It is a school district that has, I believe, 3 or 4 K-8 districts. Fontana, one of those. Walworth, 1. Sharon, 1. I don't know if any of our listeners have ever been to Sharon. I have been there before. Actually got to jog some racehorses in Sharon. Of course, I've been just about everywhere at one time. So, number 10 going to tee the ball up. That's Jack Hurley. 6'3", 212, big kid out there to tee it up. Kicked it into the end zone the first time. This one's going to go out of bounds. So you're going to give the Spartans some good field position to start.
That might change the mindset, too, of this offense here.
Pam Sam almost caught that one. And, hey, there's a shot of the world's oldest ball boy down there, Mike Friedel. People don't realize Mike, a former head high school basketball coach. I believe it was at Holy Name. It was back in the old State Line League days. Younger people don't even realize there was a Holy Name or a Queen of Apostles. Went out to my dentist the other day, and it's like, hey, it's just in the shades of Queen of Apostles High School on the east side. Well, 2:47 to go, a lot of time, but also the Spartans got to move the sticks here so you don't give the ball back to the Chiefs.
I believe they have at least 2 timeouts left.
Yep, or 3. I don't know if we've had a timeout this. Well, Bigfoot used a timeout. Yeah. Well, they kind of run the reverse there. Probably not a time to get tricky here. You might see Bigfoot burn some timeouts here to try to get that ball back or to put a little extra pressure if the Spartans are forced to punt. But Spartans not wasting any time. 2nd down and 12. They're up to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Schwarting over here to Hudson, gets a block. Ooh,
oh, he fumbled.
Big hit. I think we might have got the ball back. Yep, Nick Hall there to cover that one. Yeah, Donovan took a shot there, his 2nd one tonight. But they pick up some good yardage.
The receiver's doing a great job blocking downfield.
So 3rd down and 6 from the 39-yard line. Tell you what, you don't get a first down here, you're going to give the ball back to Bigfoot. Ooh, look out. Nick Herbst got to do it all on his own here. Going to get something out of it. Could have been worse, but not good enough.
He did a great job getting out of trouble there.
There's a shot of Mike Friedel. Mike does a lot for Spartan Athletics here. We're lucky to have guys like Mike helping out. Ball's going to be at the 43-yard line. There's Arlen Halverson, school board president, with the down marker. Boy, it looks like they're going to go for it.
It's a gutsy move here late in the game, late in the half.
Wow. Did they get him to jump?
They got him to jump again.
Oh, my.
Just like they did on the goal line.
And this is what gives coaches gray hair. Or worse yet, they lose their hair. Hey, I see Spartan Fan of the Year Gloria Frank here with us tonight. She was at volleyball the other night. She's here again tonight for football. One of our greatest fans. 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the right this time. Handoff, Jeremiah Price Johnson. Hang on to the ball, Jeremiah. Tossed forward into Chief territory. Minute and a half, clock counting.
Still 3 timeouts left, too.
So gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. 22-16. Got to get Andrew to give Bigfoot a couple more points there on our scoreboard. Schwarting rolls to the right. Got a receiver open. That's Nick Hall. Comes back. Nice little quick foot move there. Gets inside the 40-yard line for Hall. Oh, John O'Connor there on the marker there. Almost lost an arm. John started moving, the Boylan High School graduate from Rockford.
Yeah, you can see the quarterback does a great job rolling to his right and getting the ball into another playmaker's hands. And then he does a good job instead of trying to turn upfield and staying in play to get out of bounds.
Oh, look out. Coming back to Nick Herbst. Oh, gets a nice block from Hall down the sideline. Ooh. Enns pulls him down about 3 yards out of bounds after Nick went out at the 26. If the crowd doesn't question it, why should I? So the ball is on the 26-yard line, 59 seconds to go. Oh, would this be big here? Let's get something out of it here. 3 receivers to the right. Schwarting, hands off. Jeremiah, looking. Going to get something, at least gets back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, Jeremiah was kind of moving in place there for a couple of seconds, looking, but
trying to find something to develop, but looked like Bigfoot sniffed that one out from the beginning.
Spartans are going to take a timeout. 50 seconds to go in the first half. 27 ball on the 27-yard line. 22-16. Our score. Spartans up by 6. On a warm and humid evening here. Nice. What you'd expect, late July, mid to late July. Football season started, I believe, August 1st. And you get 6 weeks into the game season. You're about 8 weeks into your season, and you have the hottest day.
On the first day of fall.
Yeah, I tell you, the old climate's really thrown us for a loop here. We come back in a couple of weeks when Jefferson, the Eagles, make it over here. Oh, you got a lot of that offense Jefferson runs. You can throw a blanket over it. You can't tell who really has the ball. And they'll be over here. I'm going to bet game time it'll probably be about 45 degrees.
That's more like football weather, right?
Yeah, this is Texas weather here, Florida weather. They're going to go 3 to the right. We got to get the coaches and managers off the field here. 2nd down and 11 for the Spartans. Jeremiah Price Johnson will line up to the right of Schwarting. If they go to Nick Herbst here. Oh, ouch.
Miscommunication there between the quarterback and receiver.
Broken up by number 27 again, Tucker Milligan.
I was just about to say, too, McFarland's done a pretty good job to not hurt themselves. So you can see here on the replay a quick throw, but the receiver was looked like a vertical route.
And credit to Schwarting, that ball was thrown outside enough that a pick was not going to happen. Well, let's see. Could be our 3rd offside penalty against Bigfoot, or it's going to go against the Spartans. I think this one might go against the blue and white. They're talking. There's a good look at our officiating crew. Yep, no question about it. Even had a couple of calls last game we did waved off.
You don't see that too often. And
no, I think, it's like, well, no harm. Nobody got an advantage on something. And
just another whistle to to delay play.
Oh, yeah. 3rd down and 16 now for the Spartans. Keep it going here, blue and white. Looking. Nick Herbst. Oh! On the coverage, Jack Gillingham and Tucker Milligan.
You can see here the pump fake.
Look at that replay here. Oh, my.
Still with that throw, he put it exactly where the defenders couldn't get a hand on it.
I'm very impressed with Derek Schwarting, but I'm very impressed too with our offensive line. They've done a really nice job out there tonight.
Pretty clean pocket back there for when he's dropped back to pass.
So timeout, 39 seconds to go. Tell you, Eric, this is a great football game. 22-16. We've seen a little bit of everything. Seen some big plays. Spartans now 4th down and 16. Sure like to see them get some points here. Again, you can take a look at these kids out there sweating pretty good.
It'll be interesting once they line back up to see if they try and get them off sides again like they did earlier in the drive.
The Bigfoot Chiefs making that long trip up here. It's one thing I don't like about the Rock Valley is some of the travel. I mean, a Bigfoot game during the week or an East Troy game during the week, and kids are getting home pretty late.
It's got to be, almost an hour-and-a-half drive?
Yeah, there's a look at Arlen holding that down marker over there, giving the Bigfoot kids a hard time over there, jokingly, of course. I believe Jerry Herbst is over there somewhere.
Looks like
John O'Connor, almost as tall as the stick there.
Made a decision to punt here.
So Nick Herbst is going to kick it, and it's going to go into the end zone. So he marked a 32-yard kick. Going to give Bigfoot the ball back now at their 20 with 34 seconds to go. Tell you what, Eric, when you've given a couple of passes that have been returned for touchdowns, I can't imagine Bigfoot's going to try anything too risky here, but I'm not a coach, so that means they probably will do whatever I don't think they'll do.
It'll be interesting, too, to see how the Spartans defense responds after actually getting probably about 10 to 12 real minutes of rest.
Well, let's see what happens here. Again, could be just one play and we're done. I don't know. I tell you what, Pedro Sierra, Jackson Enns have teamed up here for a few, so maybe, hey, why not? So Nicholas Freimiller over the ball for the Chiefs. And going to the, oh, man. They go to Sierra. He gets it, but again, that's 1 second away. Emmanuel Barber Thomas right on this one. Whoop. They're going to do it again. Oh, boy, is that Sierra again? It is.
10 seconds left.
Boy, they moved it out near midfield. Now they're going to air it out. They're going to go long. I'm going to guess they're going to go long to Sierra. As I said, I'm wrong. Bigfoot sees some advantages out there. They're going to take a timeout.
Maybe set up some type of trick play to try and get a receiver down the field.
Flea flicker here or something like that.
Never know with these last second before halftime or before end of games.
Well, and you've got both Eyeshide and Enns. And there's a look at the Bigfoot crowd. Some folks there from Sharon. I see some people from Fontana have made the trip. Also, there's some people from Walworth. So all three communities represented. Of course, John Kepsel, our own John Kepsel, longtime softball coach, is a Bigfoot graduate. Not many people know that. That's tonight's trivia question. I already gave you the answer, so.
Remember that for later.
That's right. That'll be a special bonus question later. Well, let's see what happens here. Ends. There goes Sierra down the sideline. Going to come back for the ball. Sierra's got it. Down he goes right there. Reese Samuel.
That's a big play for that offense to get a little bit chunky yards there to see if they can put the ball in the end zone here.
Well, and 3 seconds left on the clock.
Great catch by number 13.
I am impressed with Sierra.
He's having a very, very nice game.
So the ball's at the 35-yard line. 3 seconds to go. Should, by all means, be our final play. Wow, what a backbreaker it would be if Bigfoot turns around on us, gets a touchdown here.
It seemed like on the last possession of the Bigfoot Chiefs, that big play down the middle, the momentum turned a little bit in their favor, and slowly but surely they got it going here now too with 3 seconds left.
So the score is 22-16. And the ball is on the 35-yard line. 3 seconds to go. 3 receivers to the left. Ends. Looking. Going to air it up. Oh, he's there. Overthrown. Ooh.
Takes a big hit there.
Tyson White. And Sharp went after White, but nothing wrong there.
It's a good half for the Spartans going in with the lead.
Very good half. So 1 half in the books here from Bill Rice Field at Lloyd Schneider Stadium. Again, it's Friday night, September 22nd. John Wells, Eric Lackey on the call here. Halftime, it's McFarland 22, Bigfoot 16. We will be back in a moment. Stadium, McFarland High School, Bill Rice Field, William J. Rice Field. As we go to the second half with the Spartans on top 22-16 over the Bigfoot Chiefs. Bigfoot will kick off. Teeing it up is number 55, Jose Mercado. Jose, 5'10", 208, number 55 out there. Deep for the Spartans is nobody. Here they come. Should be Tyson White, Nick Hall, 22 and 23. Yeah, I got to save that voice. It's September 22nd, out of retirement to announce racing tomorrow. 200 laps of enduro racing action.
How long does one of those races take?
Going to be on a shorter track tomorrow, so 90-degree temperatures. It will 200 laps, so they take breaks quicker than you think. Nick Hall on the return. And Nick thrown down over the 30-yard line. Thought maybe it would cool off up here in the second half.
May have gotten hotter.
Yeah, I think it has. It was nice out at recess today. Had some air movement, actually a pretty good breeze. But if there is one tonight, it's not moving the flag. So we're going to say no wind tonight, so really no factor. So Spartans will take it over here to start the second half. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Schwarting going to keep it, drops the ball. Like he might have been switching it from one hand to the other and slips out of his hands, so not a good start offensively for the Spartans. And again, McFarland with 22, a 6-point lead over Bigfoot.
This is a big, big possession for the offense, too, coming out of the first half.
Yeah, near miss at the end of the half there as Bigfoot almost puts that ball in the end zone. Schwarting on the rollout. It's complete, but thrown out of bounds there is Hall. Nice one-on-one tackle by number 5, Connor Gerhardt. Tell you what, we've called a lot of names for Bigfoot. So 3rd down and 8. Nice catch by Hall. So 3rd and 8. The idea here, you want to keep the offense on the field a little longer. Bigfoot's defense hasn't been on the field that much tonight.
No, they haven't.
3 to the left this time. Schwarting looking. He's got Herbst. Said he goes long and over Hall's head. Kind of that under receiver there. Nick Herbst was open.
There's potential there, too, that it may have gotten lost in the lights a bit there, trying to find it.
Yeah, that ball was hung up there for a while, so incomplete. So 4th down and 8. Nick Herbst is going to come in to kick it away. And all of a sudden, Eric, you start to see that momentum swinging back towards Bigfoot. The one way to break that would have been for the Spartan offense to move the ball, move the sticks.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of that momentum change there late in the first half.
Almost blocked. Nice kick. Oh, my goodness.
Ref almost has to get out of the way.
Down at the 11. Nothing you can do about that. He's going to mark it at the 12. So 45-yard punt. I always wondered, on those punts, when the punter's 15 yards back. It's too bad you don't add that yardage to the punt. I mean, a field goal you do, but you don't on a punt. And so 45-yard kick, but really when you think about it, would have been a 60. Might have gone a little further, but the official unable to dance his way out of that one. So now Freimiller over the ball for the Chiefs. 10:34 to go here in the third quarter. Spartans hanging on to a 6-point lead. Here's a Ritchie. Not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be interesting to see what adjustments
and we got a hold. That's one of those things I don't understand, Eric. I mean, that play's going nowhere. Ball carrier's not even going to get to the line of scrimmage, and you throw the flag for a hold. It's not like they got any advantage out of that, because what's the hold going to do? Let's see where that comes from. 55 over here, maybe?
Looks like they declined to get to second down. And
so no gain, second down and 10. Well, would have moved the ball back to the 6. I tell you, though, with Pedro Sierra out there again lining up wide left. Here's Enns. They're going to throw the other way. Oh, my.
It's a great catch there by number
19. Aiden Greco never took his eye off that ball. Makes the catch. Viwe Tara. And I'm just going to make a little prediction here and see if Bigfoot will go back. Again, a little bit of a height advantage. So here's a handoff. Ritchie slips short of midfield.
Throughout the game, they haven't really had much success running the ball. It's been that deep throw that they've had a lot of success with Sierra and there with the number 19.
Like I said, we've called a lot of names for Bigfoot. A lot of kids getting the ball. And again, you look at their stats, other than Enns, the rest of the stats are pretty spread out amongst several players. Oh, look out. And that was when it's intended for Sharp. And again, somebody sneaks in there near the sideline, and they're going to go the distance again.
You can see that's a dangerous pass, not only for the play, but for the player's safety, too, leaving them hanging.
Manny Barber-Thomas right there. So it's going to bring up third down. And again, your defense, let's get a stop here.
Now remember what you said earlier with Sierra. Let's see if they go back to him on this 3rd and long.
Yeah, in fact, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Enns rolling out. Got some room to run if he wants. Instead, he's going to throw it to Courier. Courier's a big kid. He goes down to the 32-yard line. He is listed at 6'5", 173 pounds, Austin Courier. So again, Enns, tough one for a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left.
Very patient with the play, though, letting it develop and finding him in a little bubble in the defense.
So 1st and 10, ball at the, going to mark it at the 33-yard line. So Chiefs on the move. Here's Ritchie. Now correction, Enns hung on to that one. My mistake. Tell you what, though, you want to find it tough. Wait till you watch Evansville, again with receivers, or everybody within about 4 yards of the ball. Rarely run wideouts, and it's hard to tell who has the ball, but not the case here tonight with the Chiefs. Again, 3 to the right. He's going to look to the right. Got a receiver. Oh, it's intercepted. Viwe. Viwe like, oh, all of a sudden, hey, here it is.
That's just going back to what we were talking about earlier. You can see here on the replay. Another throw over the middle just behind the receiver, and 24 makes a big play for the defense.
And again, credit V-Way because he kept his eye on that ball.
Absolutely.
Especially when you don't expect it coming towards you. So now your offense is on the field again with 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Now they got to make something happen here.
If it wasn't for the 3 or 4 mistakes by the Chiefs, this game could be very different.
Yeah, we'd be scoreless for the most part, I think. That's Jeremiah Price Johnson. We got to like that, though. Had Cade Werwinski lined up in that backfield at 6'2", 240, pretty good lead blocker for you. And again, scouting report on the Chiefs is teams have run on them very effectively this year. But again, they played some pretty good offensive teams known for the run.
Especially if you got a big blocker like that in front of you.
And they're going to line up that way again. And here comes Jeremiah. He's going to be pulled down there by Jack Hurley. And it is going to be 3rd down and 4. Well, you got to move the sticks here, Eric. I tell you what, you just keep going to your defense to be your best offense tonight.
Yeah, you really need your offense to step up here. Your defense is playing a heck of a game.
Nick Herbst, good one-on-one tackle. And on the tackle, number 27, Tucker Milligan.
Another play that you go to the senior wideout here on a little out route to get the 1st down. He's having a really good game tonight.
And the Spartans get the 1st down. And the ball at the 34-yard line. So again, this time Cade will line up to the right, and the Spartans will run right. Jeremiah cuts it up, hang on to the ball. Enns is there, also number 5, Connor Gerhardt.
Yeah,
Jeremiah Price Johnson going to move the ball out near the 40, Eric, so we'll call that a 5-yard gain.
Makes you a little nervous seeing that ball out there a little in the open.
Oh, yeah. So we got a little different look from the Spartans now. This time Werwinski will line up left. They have been following Cade as like an additional blocker, and they're going to do that again. This time Jeremiah puts his head down, flag. Little helmet-to-helmet there between Jeremiah and number 5, Gerhardt.
Chiefs did a good job getting into the backfield, trying to stop that before it got back to the line of scrimmage.
So a penalty against the Spartans. And unfortunately, that's going to move the ball back inside the 30, way back to the 20, 28.
That's a tough penalty, too. After getting a big play from your defense, you really want to try and get out here and put some points on the board for them.
Yeah, 2nd down now and 15. Samuel Hall and Hudson line up to the right, Herbst to the left. Schwarting calls the signals. He'll roll out to his right. Got a receiver. That's Reese Samuel, and he'll get thrown out, helicoptered out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
We've seen it a couple times throughout the game that they try and get the ball to number 11 on 3rd down. Let's see if they do it again here. As you can see, the quick out route here.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. It's a nice 7-yard gain there. 7:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Clock stopped, 22-16, Spartan lead. 3rd down. Looks left, looks, forced out of the pocket, and he's going to go down. I believe this is going to be the first time tonight Schwarting has been sacked.
Yeah, I believe that is the first time. Throughout the game, he's had pretty good protection, and you could see him looking to the left trying to get the ball, I believe, to Herb Sands for trying to get a 1st down. Looks like they'll choose to punt here.
That was Horacio Lavariega. Love that name. Lavariega, but first name Heraclio. Horacio. That is a new name for me. I love names. That's a new one. So Herbst is in to kick it away. We're going to give the ball back to Bigfoot. Good snap. He gets a good kick. This one, Enns is going to come up and get at the 40, straight up the field. And just like that, he goes 20 yards on the return, and the Chiefs will have good field position inside Spartan territory with 6:19 to go in the 3rd quarter.
I expect a heavy dose of the pass here. It seems like that's been the main part of the offense that's been working for Bigfoot. Not much running here for either team throughout the game.
And we'll see. Again, Sierra's been the dangerous receiver. Again, we're going to take a little break for the players. This is good. It has not cooled off at all.
This is smart, too. You never want to see any players get out there and get overheated.
The officials need some water out there. I'm surprised they didn't go with the shorts tonight. Now, maybe, I don't know the gentleman personally, but maybe that's not an option, but certainly could go with the shorts. You wouldn't expect in week 6. Jerry Herp's sporting the shorts over there on the far side. Jerry and I coaching again this year, 7th grade boys basketball. We've coached together for a long time, and I took a few years off. I think I saw more basketball games not coaching than when I did. So,
when does that get to start up?
That starts up, I believe, the end of October.
Oh, it's
short season. I mean, we'll play 11 or 12 games in less than 2 months, and
okay.
So here we go. Ends going to keep it. Oh, my. Inside the 35, all the way down to the 32. Jackson Ends going to pick up 8 yards.
Throughout the game, the Spartan defense has done a pretty good job containing Ends. Other than that first run play right there.
Ends reminds me of Charlie Kuchenreuter, who the Spartans played a couple of years ago from East Troy. Just really kind of, he takes control of the game.
Just a good athlete.
And again, you gotta run your programs around those good athletes. Here's Richie, his best run of the game, inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line. Philip Robinson is there. White is there.
Pretty good job blocking by the offensive line for Bigfoot there.
That's one of those things in high school ball. You know, we get to college level, or certainly professional, you pretty much recruit kids to play the offense that you have. High school, you got to kind of do it the other way. You got to kind of run an offense based on the athletes you have, and clearly what Bigfoot is able to do here. So Richie, good pursuit by the Spartans. Gets out of a tackle. Hunter Patchen's got him collared. Richie somehow snuck out of there well after the whistle blew. Kind of elusive there. Richie at 5'7", 195.
Going back to what you're saying, you could see an offense transition over the course of time through, you know, the sophomores going into juniors, going into the seniors. Once they go through, they may have to change it from a spread offense to more of a running type of offense.
Yeah, again, that's like high school. You gotta.
It's always evolving.
Yeah, you gotta run what you can with the kids you have. And here's Ends going to air it out. Look out! Oh, we're going to see a flag here. I think there was contact. Well, no, we're not. V-way. The pass was intended for Aiden Greco. It was incomplete, overthrown. Did see some contact on the way, but nobody favored by that contact.
That was another one of those throws where you take a shot, but you put it to where only your guy can get a hand on it, especially after having 3 interceptions so far tonight as a team. You don't want to make another crucial one here when you're making a drive.
3rd and 10, big rush. Ends goes down. Hey, Hunter Patchen, number 8, 6'4", senior, drops Ends. I'm thinking automatically 4-down territory here, but now all of a sudden Ends.
That's a big play by the senior.
Going to be dropped at the 36, so 4th and 19. I'm thinking Bigfoot's still going to go for it here. And when you got Sierra and Ends and Sierra have hooked up, you also have Greco lined up to the right. He's looking for one guy here. Oh, and he's tripped up. Hunter Patchen there again. And again, on just enough contact to throw Ends off balance.
You can see he was trying to go deep to Sierra, and then number 84 gets in there and trips him up.
Oh, boy. If not, Ends has got some running room on this side, or possibly to be able to throw the ball. But good job by the Spartans. They'll take over at their own 48-yard line with 3:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and the Spartans hanging on to a 6-point advantage.
You can kind of feel the momentum swinging back in the Spartans' favor here after that big drive.
Schwarting airs it out. He's got Nick Herbst. Oh, that's going to be interference. Oh, my. Looks like he was held.
Looked to be a very questionable no flag.
Let's watch this. Well, you know what?
Letting them play.
Yeah, incidental there. I mean, they're both going for the ball. Good, good officiating crew. And again, instant replay right on that. Camera operators just top notch. So fake, going to come out this way. Hudson. Thrown out of bounds. Now he's in bounds. Ends.
And he looks like he may be hurt.
Yeah, it looked like he landed on his shoulder. Could be a shoulder or collarbone there. Ends just corralled him and throws him down. They only get about a half a yard out of that, so third down. Clock is stopped for the injury timeout.
Something you never want to see. Hopefully he can get up and walk it off.
You know, and football is taking its shots, certainly, from the mainstream media. But truth is, you know, high school football, I think, has gotten safer and safer over the years. You know, those helmets, and those helmets they're not cheap. They are expensive helmets, but when you look at those helmets compared to the helmets, you know, 20, 25 years ago, or when my dad played back in the 40s, they had the leather helmets.
Oh, yeah.
No face masks, and he said nobody ever got head injuries because nobody used their helmet as a weapon back then. And, of course, they were leather.
And that's what it's all about, really, is just going back to the basics. You know, they do it in high school, but back in college and the NFL, going back to the basics of how to truly tackle so that you're not leading with your head.
You know, and football coaching, too, is, you know, obviously as good as it's ever been. And we have two great coaching staffs here. Again, Paul Ackley and his staff from the Spartans, and Greg Enns, who took over from Rodney Wettig over at Bigfoot. Again, Bigfoot, kind of a well-known program statewide. So Donovan going to be carried off. Looks like it may be a knee or an ankle as they take him off to the sideline. We will not make any guesses either way on that. So third down for the Spartans. Third and about 9.5.
That's one of the playmakers, too, on offense that they've had tonight.
So here we got good field position. The offense has not moved it yet.
They've been stalled almost for the good majority of the game so far today.
So a long time here to call the play. Schwarting straight drop. Got a receiver. Oh, no. In and out of Werwinski's hands and intercepted by number 3, Jack Gillingham.
That's a big play for the Bigfoot defense.
Boy, and it was right there.
Trying to thread the needle there between the DB and the linebacker.
And Gillingham right there to get it. And Cade frustrated on that one because, again, 9 times out of 10, he'll make that catch.
Yep.
That's sports. Sometimes it just doesn't happen, and you got to pick it up. Cade doesn't get to go out on the sidelines and worry about it. He's right back out there to play defense. And, again, life lesson in sports is you can't let stuff bother you. Just get right back out there.
Exactly.
And when you're going both ways, you don't have time for that.
If anything, take a little bit of that aggression out, trying to sack the quarterback here on first down.
So Enns will go in motion, see if they throw to him out of the backfield. This is Eyeshot. He's got some running room. And Marfori's got him around the ankles. Boy, we've seen some really nice ankle tackles tonight. He'll move the ball out to the 44, gain of 5, second down and 5 as we near the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter, and the Spartans clinging to a 6-point lead. So Ritchie will line up behind Eyeshide. Oh, that's dropped. So that's through the hands of Greco. Tell you what, a lot of times, there must have been a little altercation there because one of the Bigfoot linemen pulling his teammate away. That's leadership. I like that when you see that because, again, one of those things with high school sports is long after these kids hang up the helmets and the shoulder pads, there's just leadership and there's teamwork things that are learned out here.
Exactly.
So third down, Ends now at quarterback. He's got Courier. Courier's going to go out of bounds, very close. Nope, he's going to be short of the first down. We're kind of screened on this side. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 47-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and 2. And a change in the line for Bigfoot.
Looks like they may be punting it.
I don't know, Eric.
You never know with ends back there with an athlete like that.
2:46 to go. Spartans, again, in the back of their mind, they've got to be thinking, this kid can run, this kid can pass.
Another thing with Bigfoot, too, with how well their defense is playing, surprisingly, it's been on 2 interceptions returned for touchdowns. I could see him potentially going for it.
Good snap. Now they're going to kick it away. Whoa, ends. And returned by Samuel. There he goes. Still going. Richie's got him. Throws him forward over the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Reese Samuel. Reese, again, 6 foot, 155 pounds, and as most of our Spartans, a junior. Those seniors out there for the Spartans, number 8, Hunter Patchen. Number 11, Nick Herbst. 14, Mike Marfori. 18, Hans Schweer, not suited up tonight due to injury. 46, Philip Robinson. 80, Manny Barber-Thomas. And 84, Cade Werwinski, and that is it. That's a good group, but a small group. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Ball at the 37 of McFarland. Jeremiah Price Johnson going to get forward for a yard. Again, that offensive line of Byers and Mickelson, Rader, Bryce Thompson, and Hovland.
Playing
Jack
well.
Hovland.
Been playing well for most of the night here. There was that 1 sack on the last possession, I believe, but that's been it.
And this time Tyson White will line up behind quarterback Derek Schwarting. 1 to the left, 3 to the right. White, live ball if he doesn't catch it. Boy, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gillingham right there for Bigfoot. And that's one of those you drop it and it's a live ball.
And not a lot of teammates around there to try and recover it if that happens.
And play really didn't have much chance of going anywhere. So 3rd down. Again, another 3rd down situation for our offense with 1.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Boy, would it be nice to get another score.
I was just thinking that. It's very interesting play calls here with being only up 6, and I just feel like that offense of Bigfoot's just waiting to explode out there.
And again, not a play that's going to go anywhere. The pass to Nick Hall. Gillingham is there. Eduardo Cruz is there. Loss of yardage. Now it's going to bring up 4th and 12, and the offense kind of sputtering out here for the Spartans. Right now it's the defense that is keeping them ahead. But they're on the field, Eric, so doggone long. And we're down to 45 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Nick Herbst back inside his 25. Good snap, a little high. Oh, it's blocked. And there he is. Oh, a pitch back. Oh, big play for Bigfoot. Pedro Sierra scoops it up, pitches it back to Brock Shanebeck. Shanebeck with visions of 6. Oh, my, that snap was just high enough.
Took just enough time to get a defender in there to get his hands on it.
So Bigfoot's defense answers. And again, 33 seconds to go here. They've got the ball 1st and 10 from the 14.
You can feel the momentum changing again.
Enns is going to throw. He's going to throw to Sierra, corner of the end zone. Let's see. He rolls out. He turns it up. He's down near the 10-yard line. Patchen, I think Richie wanted a late hit call, but I think Patchen got pushed into that pile. Oh, my, 22-16. Should be the final play of the quarter. Spartans are going to, no scoring here in this 3rd quarter. But the Chiefs knocking on the door at the 11-yard line, and the quarter's going to run out. So 3 quarters in the books here from William J. Rice Field, Lloyd Schneider Stadium. McFarland High School in McFarland, Wisconsin. It's Friday night, September 22nd, 2017. Score is McFarland 22, Bigfoot 16. Again, John Wells and Eric Lackey having a great time here. Eric will be pitching this weekend for the Madison Blue Jays in their championship game. Where's that game going to be?
It's going to be at Bowman Field off Fish Hatchery Avenue, I believe.
You guys play all over.
Yeah.
Sauk City. And
we play at, we're lucky enough to play at some beautiful fields. We've got a chance to play at Jones Park in Fort Atkinson, Bowman Field, Ahuska.
Waterloo.
We have not played Waterloo. That was in the consideration for the championship game, though.
That's quite a field. They've got a road that kind of drives overlooks the field. And
yep. We played out at Marshall, probably the biggest pitching mound I've ever thrown off before. Felt like I was 8 feet tall.
So down to the championship game, and that's what is that league? It's not home talent, so is it?
It's the Madison Adult Baseball League.
Of course, the Madison players are kind of banned from home talent, or at least supposed to. So you kind of got your own league of, what, like 8 teams, 10 teams?
Yeah, it was 9 teams this year for 18 and up. We got a 35 and up, a 45 and up, and a 55 and up.
Ooh, there's hope for me there. Here's Richie straight ahead, gets inside the 10-yard line down near the 8. Just drives it forward. Going to bring up 3rd down.
After 3 strong quarters of great play by the defense, this is a huge goal line stand that they need to put up, only up 6 points.
2 words, Pedro Sierra. They're going to have Philip Robinson now one-on-one on Sierra here on the left side. Courier at 6'5", going to line up on the right side.
Looked like he wanted to.
And there's Courier, wide open, touchdown. Jack Courier, excuse me.
You could see
Austin Courier.
You can see here on the replay, it looked like he wanted to go to left to Sierra, but then he looked right, had a man wide open, and just barely snuck it by.
We are tied at 22.
That's another one of those throws where we've seen tonight it could almost go either way. With the pick 6 that we saw earlier, a throw like that.
So do they throw again? They've got one-on-one with V-Way on Greco. Forced out of the pocket. This is huge. Broken up. We're tied.
Defense. Good defense.
V-Way. Greco says, hey, I was interfered. Nope. 22 tie. 2-2. With 11:23 to go here in, never say in the game. We'll say in regulation.
You never know.
That was huge. That was huge.
Yeah, that's a very big stop right there on that 2-point conversion. Haven't seen any kick attempts tonight.
And the Spartans can kick. I mean, it's you never know. It could come down to a field goal situation.
After saying that, yeah, you never know. What and if it does stay tied, what is the rules for overtime? Is it a running clock, or is it they each get a possession like college?
Yeah, I believe it's the possession.
Okay.
Used to be from the 10-yard line, and I believe now it's from the 25.
Okay.
And again, I could, as most often I am wrong, but so this time number 10, Jack Hurley's going to tee it up. Last time it was 55, Jose Mercado. Well, it looked like they had too many on their kick team there, but no, there's 11. Oh, booming kick. Gets into the end zone, so touchback, and will go to the 20. Tell you what, that ball rolls out of bounds, and it's a 15-yard difference.
Absolutely, which could mean a lot for this offense right now that seems to be just struggling just a little bit. Let's see if they open up the playbook here and try and get pass downfield, get a big play.
Yeah, that offense kind of sputtering.
Someone that we haven't really seen yet this half is the senior Nick Earps, 6'2" wide receiver, number 11. Let's see if they can get the ball into his hands on this drive.
And Nick almost always lines up as the single receiver on his side of the field. We're going to pitch it back. And Price Johnson.
Field.
Whoa, still going.
Oh, takes a big
boy.
hit.
ends with a collar tackle there, just a shot out of bounds. Jeremiah, that play didn't look like it was going anywhere, and he gets...
Through number 3 there with the stiff arm.
He gets
Turns it
23
upfield
yards.
with a big hit right there.
Well, I don't know if they marked that well for the Spartans. They're going to mark it at the 43, so we'll call it a 23-yard gain. That's exactly what the offense needed.
Absolutely, absolutely. Get some confidence built up.
And they've done some.
Ooh.
That ball, I don't think Derek quite had control of that one when he threw it.
And if you saw the number 3 there, the DB or the linebacker came up, it looked like he had to throw that one outside to make sure it wasn't picked.
So we're tied at 22 with 11:02 to go here in fourth quarter. Second down and 10 for the Spartans. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Comes a big rush. Got a receiver. Nick Hall's got it.
Got it.
Drops it. Reese Samuel, get on it. He's got it.
We'll see what they say here. The ruling is on the field. Looks like they're calling it a catch and then a fumble.
Wow, Nick Hall, the sophomore.
Let's take a look here on the replay.
He's got it. Oh, yeah. And then, well.
Ooh. It's a good
Reese
thing they don't have replay.
Well, and Reese Samuel right there never gave up on that ball. That's huge.
That's smart football right there.
Ball down to the 18.
A couple of big plays here for the offense.
Jeremiah. Boy, there's ends.
He's been all over the field.
Well, I tell you
defensively.
what, you know, again, when coming out of a defensive backfield position, when he's your leading tackler, that's not always a good sign.
You can see here just the motor, almost like a J.J. Watt, never gives up on any play.
Boy, just a one-on-one jump on his back and just wrestle him down to the ground.
Yep.
So second down, Schwarting rolls out to his right. Got a receiver. Oh, incomplete. Nick Hall was there.
Had 2 guys
not
beat.
Not a lot of room to make that catch, though. In front of the middle school crowd in the end zone. Those end zone seats, half price tonight. Oh, that's right. We don't have deals like that in high school sports. So
Good crowd tonight, though.
very nice
For
crowd.
homecoming.
A lot of people stuck around. We usually get that exodus after the halftime entertainment, but not tonight.
Well, when you got a game like this tied 22-22 in the fourth quarter, how could you leave?
And the Denzer and Beck's camera team, stellar tonight. They will be the MVPs. They will get pizza next game. I tell you what. Oh, what do we have, a water break here or a timeout? A little bit of thunderstruck here in the background.
Get the offense pumped up here, the O-line, see if they can get a good push here on third down.
I tell you what I like is we've got youth football players running water bottles out to the officials, and I like that. I think that's pretty cool because, hey, they're working out there too. We're sweating up here. These guys are running up and down the field wearing those long pants.
Almost
One good thing is, Eric, we don't have sun at least. It's
true.
It's dark.
A little cooler.
But that flag isn't going anywhere.
And that could come into play later, kind of what we were talking about. We haven't really seen much of a kicking game, but now that it's tied fourth quarter, you know, just trying to get points on the board, that could be huge.
There's the dance team. They like the AC/DC music. Of course, people like me remember when that music came out originally. It's oldies for these kids now. Like I was talking to some of those younger teachers, and I was talking about the band Cheap Trick. Of course, they grew up in Rockford, and kind of were a local band, and people hadn't even heard of them. You know, it's like, who?
And not the Who.
Third down and 9, Schwarting. Oh, Cade was there, but just out of reach. Now it's fourth down.
You can see here on the instant replay, just out of reach of the tight end.
Oh. Ball at the 17. Well, do you come back and try to run something like that again? Fourth and 9. Got to get to John O'Connor down there at the
Here comes
7.
that formation.
Ooh. Will Bigfoot be forced to take a timeout here.
They look a little confused. Ends trying to direct his teammates.
I'd be calling a timeout here.
Looks like they're trying to go into a zone.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Got a receiver. Intercepted. And that's number 27. The man on the spot there, Tucker Milligan. Well, truth is, Eric, you had the ball in the 17. They take it at the 20, so it's net loss of 3.
You can see this trying to confuse the defense here, but it did not confuse the DB there. He made a great play on that ball. And a smart decision to go down in the end zone.
Well, we've had our share of interceptions on both sides.
What is that, 5 now?
It's 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I think that is certainly 3 for Bigfoot, I think 2 for McFarland. So Chiefs put the ball in play. 10:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Jackson Ends the quarterback. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, tries to get outside. Got some room. 25. Going to lunge his way out over the 30 to the 31. First down. He picks up 11. And now, will Bigfoot just keep that ball on the ground here? Just keep moving those sticks, run some time, under 10 minutes now.
I would still keep an eye on number 13, Sierra. I mean, he had such a great first half.
Yeah, see if they keep it on the ground for a few plays, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Mm-hmm. Yep, look for that big play.
1 to the right, 3 to the left this time for the Chiefs. And they're going to throw.
Good tackle.
And nice tackle. Manny Barber-Thomas on the tackle. Hunter Sharp on the reception. Only going to pick up a yard, so 2nd down and 9. I'm telling you, when you throw it across the field, you throw it about 20 yards to get 1.
That's one of those plays where it's almost an extended version of a running play.
Tell you what, the field is in great shape.
Absolutely.
Been dry. Of course, you get a lot of rain, and by this time of the year, that field can be just really torn up. Here's Ends, looks right. Nice job by number 19 to come back and get the ball, and he's drilled out of bounds there. Tyson White shoulder to shoulder. But Aiden Gecko.
Another good throw by Ends here to the outside.
And risky.
Yes.
But credit Greco, who came back, and again, not a one-handed catch. He's got 2 hands there.
And importantly, he used his hands. He wasn't trying to catch it with his body.
As Jerry Herbst almost suffers a knee injury over there. Well, 3rd down and a yard.
Let's see if they can get a stop here and force him to punt.
Will they just hand off this time?
Nope.
Ends, keeps it. Oh, loose ball. Whistle blew. Whistle blew. He's going to be short of the 1st down. Not by much.
Yeah.
Now a big call. I got to believe Bigfoot's going to go for this. Probably going to see a long count.
Try and get him offsides like McFarland did earlier in the game.
So 8:36. Now the Spartans have a man back.
It looked like they had a little substitution there for Bigfoot.
Boy, I don't know here.
I would watch that fake with Ends with how he's been running here in the second half.
Ends will be back at his 30. Boy, they need less than a yard. He's going to run.
There he goes.
Oh, they got him. He's short.
A huge tackle there for the defense.
See. Boy, and Ends is not going to get up.
Ooh.
He is down. That was a hard hit, and Ends is not moving.
I haven't seen him move anything just yet.
Let's see a replay. Again, really took his legs out from right underneath him.
Well, there he goes. He's moving there, so they look to be looking at the right knee, I think.
Boy. A big hit. Defensively, that could be a huge, huge play. We're tied at 22, 8:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Jackson ends the injured player. Again, the Spartans over here at their sideline. And again, we rarely focus on the injured player, and that's just courtesy of just hope he is okay.
Again, it's something that you never want to see after such a great game we've seen here. I mean, the last thing you want to see is anybody to get
Looked
injured.
like he took a shot at his knees. Really appended him, and he went just straight down.
Yeah, and he did not move until either a coach or training staff got to him to tend to him.
And he is up.
Getting helped off the field.
And he is off. Not putting much weight on, of course, it looks like his right leg. Now, this should be short. Well, they're going to measure. Boy, I didn't think it was even close.
May have got a slight favorable spot, but
that's got to be short. And it is.
Yeah.
So the Spartans take over.
Defense steps up again tonight.
But credit Bigfoot going for it there on a fake.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, you had it that close, and instead you go for the fake, and you got to run it 15 yards to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Just go for it. I mean, you really didn't fool anybody going for that, but
it may be
you made it a lot longer play than it could have been, but.
And it may have been one of those things where it's an option where if you see a hole, you go for it.
And that's what it looked like.
Yeah. And then you're running downfield at full steam, but fortunately then there was an injury.
Jeremiah hang on to that ball. 45 Ritchie is there. 10 Hurley is there. 22 Dylan Robinson. And that is a loss.
This Chiefs defense has not played bad at all tonight.
No, they've only,
given
up one touchdown,
yeah.
and that was with a 12-yard field, basically.
Yep, on that fumbled punt, I believe it was.
So 2nd down and 13. Again, offense, we need the big play. And the ball is dropped by Samuel. Sierra on the coverage. Now, just like that, bang, bang, and it's 3rd down and 13.
Yep.
Bigfoot saying, hey, let's get a stop. We're going to get the ball back.
They're playing determined out there. That's one of those plays where you just try and get some yardage to make it 3rd and manageable, and it's just tough.
And the offense kind of sputtering here.
Ooh.
No flag. Okay, let's not get a delay of game here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Looks like they're looking for a play change potentially.
Boy.
They almost got him again with the hard count.
Going to get a delay of game. Boy, that had to be close. Schwarting going to keep it. Whoa. Gets out of bounds inside. We'll see where they mark it inside the 35. Going to be short. We do not have a clock in high school ball up on the scoreboard.
It's all on the watch of the ref, correct?
However, we are going to go with a shot clock in basketball, which I think is ridiculous. Coaches wanted it, but of course, when you look at the expense, you're adding anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000, I think, for schools, and you don't need to be adding expenses for a shot clock. That's just me, but.
Oh, there it is.
Well, let's see here, though.
Could go either way.
Looks like Bryce Thompson might have. Yeah, I think this is going to go against the Spartans. I think that might have been Bryce Thompson, the center.
Now, does this change your game plan to still go for it, even though that you look in what happened to Ends on the last play, or on the last play for Bigfoot, knowing that their number one playmaker might not be in the game?
Got 2 timeouts remaining with 7:24 to go, and for all intents and purpose, I think we're going to kick the ball away. Again, Nick Herbst will be back inside his territory.
I think this is a smart call, too. Your defense is playing very well all night.
Well, Bigfoot, a little bit of confusion here, and they've got to take a timeout, but why not? If you're in doubt and you've got 3 timeouts, you can't afford not to take one right there. So wisely done.
Especially to get a penalty to move it back 5 yards.
Well, possibly the player that's taking Enz's place might have been the kid that came on the field late. And,
yep.
And there's Coach Ackley talking to his troops. These kids have played their hearts out, really on both sides. This has been a good high school football game. Very entertaining.
Some big plays.
We said 22 wouldn't win it. Now we look good there.
Yeah.
But we did think 30 would have to win this. But right now it could be a field goal. It could be.
And the over-under was 60 you put it at.
Yeah,
not officially.
We're at 44. Now this is huge here. Again, that 5-yard penalty, crucial.
Yeah, let's
go Spartans.
Let's see if he can pin him deep here.
So again, Herbst will be back in his territory at about his own 48-yard line. We've had one blocked. Let's get a good snap. That last snap was a little bit high.
Took a little too much time this one.
He's going to do kind of a rugby-style kick, and a good one. Oh, it's returnable. That's Hurley. Oh,
and
nice
a great
tackle. Tyson White,
Huge.
again, textbook. That away, Tyson.
Lost his mouthpiece.
Yeah, his mouthpiece sitting right there on the field.
He's going to need it. He's going to be like, where is it?
He just figured that out. There he goes, Tyson.
What a big play.
At the 5-yard line. Now, Eric, you hope, hey, can you force a turnover? Jack Bruno, big Jack Bruno, he's been out there doing a great job. Jack, 5'6", 180. The 5'6" might be kind of nice on there. Jack, also a hockey player, and invited me out to one of the hockey games last year. So I shied the quarterback and a throw out of his own end zone.
And the ball's loose.
Loose. Incomplete.
Oh, wow.
Now I'm gonna say, how can that be incomplete? That guy bobbled it the whole way. Let's see a replay.
He's here with the quick pass.
Yeah, I guess it was bobbled the whole way.
Up.
V-way. Oh, look at how close that was to an interception.
Would have been the fourth one tonight for the Spartans.
My. About 4 players hit that one.
Still a good play by the defense.
I shied. Good rush. Got some running room. Oh, and he's going to be short of the first down. Boy, they had him back around the goal line. Gutsy for Bigfoot throwing out of their end zone.
Yeah, because you get one missed block on the whole line, that could be a safety.
Well, it's going to be just a yard short of the first down. Now, if you hold them, do they go for it? 3rd down and 1. Let's hold them and make them make that decision here.
Let's see if this defense can make another big play for this team as they have been all game.
Ritchie. Oh, gets away, gets the first down. Got to be elusive out there. Gets out over the 20-yard line. We're at 6:20 to go, 6:23 to be exact. We're tied at 22.
It'll be interesting to see the play call continuing for Bigfoot without their #1 playmaker.
But Eyeshide steps right in there. Got a receiver. Oh, boy. Robinson.
Shakes off the first tackle, but there you go.
Gang tackled there.
Yep.
Reese Samuel is there. Cordell Cloth is there. So one-on-one tackle. I tell you what, Hunter Sharp's taking some shots tonight. But again, you're kind of airing your kid out there when you throw it high and he's got to go off his feet.
And as you can see, you already had 3 people, and then you got 2 more players to come up and finish that tackle off. That's great coaching by this coaching staff.
So no gain. We'll have 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left for Eyeshide. It's going to look right. Looking. Got a receiver. Complete. And that's Greco.
Greco's quietly been having a really good game as well.
He's out over the 30-yard line.
But again, the player that we saw a lot of in the first half, and we haven't yet this half, is Sierra.
And he'll line up to the left. Boy, pretty nice to have two quarterbacks. Eichscheid has looked good here. Forced out of the pocket, almost hit. Ball's going to be up for grabs. Number 19 went up with one hand. That's Aiden Greco. Viwe Tara on the coverage.
Some fans thought that there was a little pushing there off on the offense. But again, we leave that to the referees.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. That's, again, not really a catchable ball there. And
no.
Clock stops, 5:28 in regulation, fourth quarter. You know, field getting a little damp now with the humidity, so now you got to be careful you don't get a defensive back slipping. They're going to go to Sierra. Oh, he was there. Double coverage, White and Robinson.
We've been looking for it this whole half, and now with only 5:29 left in the half, first play that we've seen thrown to him.
And now, Eric, you've got a 3rd down and 10, so if you're Bigfoot, you got to be concerned about getting that first down, not necessarily any more than that. Because if you're not going to get it here, two things. You're going to have to kick, and you're going to have to bring somebody else in to punt because your punter is more than likely done for the night here.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
Big play. Eichscheid. Big rush. Down he goes. Who's got him there?
Number 14.
Michael Marfori with the stop, the senior. Now, somebody else is going to have to step up.
The pocket collapse here on him.
Yeah.
Great rush by all 4 defensive linemen.
And again, Marfori with that great ankle tackle. Now I'm going to guess, who do they have out to kick the ball now?
Might be number,
Is it Eichscheid?
Yeah. Looks like if you play quarterback for this team, you also punt.
Hey, he'll be back at his 20. Good snap. Wow.
Pretty good kick.
Spartans on the
there's
return.
the slip you were talking about.
Yeah, it's going to get damp when you've got the humidity like it is. But, hey, the Spartans get it back. They've got it on their 28-yard line, 1st and 10 with 4:37 here to go in the fourth quarter.
Let's see if they can get that running game going like they did a couple drives ago, and then they had a pretty good pass to go with it.
So Schwarting calls the signals. Pass out here.
He's
Nick
got open
Hall.
field.
Oh, he's got running room. Nick Hall. Nick Hall. Oh!
What a play.
The sophomore, Nick out over the 45.
As we see here in the instant replay, what really made this play happen is the downfield blocking by the receiver, number 6, Rice Samuel.
Wow. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Clock stop, 4:30. Lot of time. Rolls out. Oh, gets a nice block from Jeremiah.
He's taking a shot.
Airs it out. Nick Hall. Oh, just off his hands. Sierra on the coverage. Nice try. Tell you what, Derek could have probably run the ball, picked up some yardage here. Let's see.
Look at that block from the running back to extend the play for him.
Oh, yeah, he had about 8 yards. Look at Nick. Oh.
Not a bad idea, though, on 1st down to take a shot.
But the replay, I mean,
yeah.
Again, these guys, they're like artists up here with these cameras, I tell you. The Denzer Becks team. This is great. Wow. Tell you what, Eric, this has been a fun game.
Absolutely.
This will be even more fun if the Spartans win. But this has just been, it's a good high school football game, and
both defenses have played phenomenal.
You don't even realize we've been playing for over 2.5 hours here. And tell you what, we could go another hour the way it's going if it would go to the OT. And it's been a while since I've seen an overtime game. I'm old enough to remember the days when there were ties.
I think the last one that I remember was back when I was in high school watching my high school team, Arrowhead, going a 2 overtime win against Marquette, I believe, to get to the state championship.
Arrowhead. Tell you, Arrowhead and Kimberly, two of the powerhouses, and Eric's from Arrowhead and his wife's from Kimberly. What are the odds of that?
It's been a little feisty, a couple of state championship games the last couple of years. Unfortunately for me, Kimberly has come out on top.
Ooh, high snap. Out here to Hall. Oh, good coverage. Bigfoot all over it.
They sniffed that one out. And again, going back to the gang tackling there, just guys are swarming to the ball. They really want to make a play and not give up a score here.
Ball to 41 now. Now it's 3rd down and 14. Now you're not in 4-down territory. 3:56 to go. Again, I think that that moisture on the grass here is going to be a factor. We're going to get a slip or something. Hopefully it favors the blue and white. Got to receive. Oh, boy, intercepted.
Just a tad overthrown.
Oh, boy, here comes Milligan. And he'll go down short of midfield. So Tucker Milligan comes up with the interception. 6 interceptions in the game tonight. I believe 3 for each team. Boy, I thought Nick was going to get this ball.
You can see it's just a tad overthrown.
Yep.
Just by inches. And a great play by number 27 of Bigfoot to hold on to that.
Milligan, that ball looked like it went off the helmet and dropped straight down. And now the Chiefs with an opportunity with 3:30 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Spartan offense puts their defense in a slightly tough position, but throughout the night they've seemed to step up. Let's see if they can do it again.
And Ritchie.
There's a great first
Down he
play.
goes. Connor Frazier's there. Reese Samuel's there. Carson Werwinski. Cade Werwinski. Tell you what Bigfoot's hoping to do is, they'll run the ball in the first play. Then they're going to hopefully try to get one of their wideouts isolated in a one-on-one situation. Again, that being 19, Aiden Greco lining up to the right, and 13, Pedro Sierra to the left. Haven't called Sierra's name much here in the second half until now. Oh, forced out of the pocket. Oh, he gets away.
But then another one.
And down he goes. Connor Frazier hung on.
What a huge, huge play. And this defense continues to step up play after play after play.
He's down way back at the 32-yard line, clock running. They need to get to the 42, so it's about 3rd and 26. Bigfoot now going to really go easy on the clock. Tell you what, the question now is if you hold them, do you take a timeout before they have to kick the ball? Here's Eyeshide. Let's get an interception here. Forced out of the pocket.
Oh, we almost called it.
Oh, Reese Samuel there. Cordell Cloth looked like he might have had a shot at it, and Sierra is getting up slowly. Let's see if Cordell had a shot at it here.
You can see him rolling right. Good strong
just
throw.
Got by.
And he jumped that route. Yep.
Boy.
He knows it too.
And Sierra is down.
Tough to see another one of their playmakers go down with an injury.
That's the one thing you just don't want to see is, I was at a high school game a number of years ago, and it was small schools. And one of the kids for one of the teams got hurt. And the kid's kind of coming off the field, and the coach is kind of like waving him out there because they didn't have anybody else. And there were no bleachers, so the parents kind of stood behind the bench. And kid's parent was right behind the bench, and he was waving for the kid to get out there too. So, and you don't want to see that, but sometimes in small school football. But, hey, I'll be honest with you, folks. We got schools of over 2,000 enrollment suiting up 21, 22 kids right here in the Madison area. So, well, this is big now because Eyeshide will go back inside his 25. High snap. Connor Frazier almost got a hand on it. Samuel's going to pick it up. 40, 45, midfield. Oh, tackled out of bounds. Is there a flag? There's a flag way back here, and this one's going to come back.
Late decision there to return the punt after thinking that it was going to roll by him.
Boy, this one, they're going to wind up. They're going to wind up back inside their 30.
Looks to be maybe a holding.
Hold.
Yeah.
Boy, and almost a late hit there.
Yeah, that was real close. I was surprised we didn't see a flag on the tackle.
Yeah, this is going to move the ball back to the 28. Well, the good thing is you got 1:57 to go here in the fourth quarter. At least you have the ball. You can try to make something happen. The Pete Willicott book of tricks here. We'll see. But, of course, Eric, you got to be careful that you don't try anything too fancy and give the ball back to Bigfoot.
Especially with all these turnovers we've seen tonight. You may wonder if he may just try and play a little conservative. Just get to overtime.
Spartans with 2 timeouts. Bigfoot with 2. 1:57, time on the clock. White comes in motion. Gets a block. Jeremiah
Good
Price
cutback.
Johnson still going. Nice block by Tyson White. Forces Jeremiah, and credit Jeremiah because he made that cut back to his left.
It's great vision by the running back. As you can see, he cuts back and gets back upfield for an extra almost 15 yards.
Tell you what, Jeremiah, a tremendous athlete, and just, it's only the second time I've seen the Spartans, but just gets better each time. This time that one's going to go nowhere.
That play got blown up at the line of scrimmage. So our games are won and lost, especially late in the game.
Boy, these boys on that line, I tell you, working their tails off out there. And again, number of these kids on both teams going both ways. Looks like Bigfoot has a little more depth in the line. Oh, gosh. Nick Herbst.
That was a close.
That's another one that.
One of those throws that, yeah, it could go either way, and it could turn into just a devastating turnover.
Now it's third down and 7. We are at a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 22. Schwarting. Bryce Thompson, the center. White comes in motion. Rolls to his right. Pass incomplete. Reese Samuel was there. Now 49 seconds to go. Clock is stopped. Ball's at the 46 of the Spartans.
You almost have to punt it here, right? Because if you don't get it, then they're almost at great field position.
Yeah, neither team has showed any willingness to kick. That's one of those things I don't understand in the NFL. You know, you get a 35-yard extra point, or what's the 2-point conversion from like the 2?
Yeah.
And hardly anybody goes for it.
You're seeing really the only team that does is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they actually quite successful at it.
Big rush. Gets it off.
It's a good punt.
Oh, nice roll. It's going to roll into the end zone. So the touchback. 40 seconds to go. The ball will go out to the 20-yard line.
2 timeouts for Bigfoot here.
But, you know, you think about the 2-point conversion. You know, if you convert 50% of the time, you've equaled 2 kicks.
Yeah.
And the ball's on the, I think it's the 2, isn't it?
Yep.
I tell you what, in pro football, you ought to be able to get 2 yards on that. And you know, you certainly can pass out of that as well. And of course, you look at that Canadian Football League; they got those 25-yard end zones.
And then you got guys that are running back and then running forward at full speed.
Yeah, it's
before the snap.
Well, here we go. 1st and 10 for Bigfoot. Let's see what they do. Do they just play conservatively here? No. They're going to go out here to number 14, Sharp, where he's tackled by Nick Hall.
You got to make sure you keep an eye on where Sierra and number 19 Greco are. Those are their big play threats right now.
Bigfoot's going to play for overtime. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. Eyeshide. Werwinski chasing. That one's going to go incomplete. Just a good high school football game. I want to see the Spartans get a win here, but this has just been a good game. It's been a fun game. We've seen a little bit of everything.
Hasn't been what we fully expected going into it.
You know, I was thinking 40s for this game maybe.
Yeah.
And
the defense on both sides, both the Bigfoot Chiefs and the McFarland Spartans have just played outstanding.
And running room. That's number 22, Dylan Robinson. Haven't called his name too much, but he gets the ball out to the 45-yard line. There are 8 seconds on the clock, 2 timeouts for Bigfoot. And they're going to use one here.
My guess here is that they're going to try and get a quick play to get a small chunk of yards, get down, call timeout right away, and heave one into the end zone.
We may be going overtime. Be honest with you, if we don't go overtime, it's not going to fare well for the Spartans unless they
get another defensive interception for a touchdown. Would be their second one this evening.
Tell you what
third
now,
one.
Courier at 6'5" is going to come to the left. Number 10 now is in the game. That's Jack Hurley. He's going to line up. Yeah, he's going to line up in the backfield.
Maybe as an extra blocker.
I'll tell you what, the Chiefs, they've got something set up here. Here we go. Here's the snap. Eye shy, just a 2-step drop.
Yeah, there's a quick play that I was telling you about. Now it's about 45 yards to the end zone from where they'll actually throw the ball.
So 3 seconds off the clock, or 5 seconds off the clock there. Now they'll go for it all here.
Watch for him to roll out.
Looks like Sierra is lined up on the right side. Oh.
Looks like McFarland may have called a timeout. Try and set up a defense.
Also gives Bigfoot an opportunity to look at what they're going to do.
Now here's my question for you. You've seen plays like this, like Aaron Rodgers make time after time again the past couple of years. Do you see McFarland putting 4 guys at the goal line, their tallest guys, to be there to try and knock this ball down? Or do you play almost a regular defense?
I think you play a regular defense. I could see Bigfoot running the old hook and ladder here.
There you go.
You don't see that too often, but where you get that pitch back.
Because then all of a sudden you got defenders running one way, and then you get the pitch back, and then the ball carrier's running the opposite way.
Tell you what, I watched Australian rules football a couple of weeks ago, and boy, I talk about a wide open game, no helmets, nothing, but it's, kind of pitch and toss, and I mean, it's just pitch and pitch and pitch, and
it's almost like keep away.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens here. Should be the final play in regulation. Here's Eyeshide, forced out of the pocket, airs it out. This one is going to be, dropped by Schaff. And regulation runs out. Regulation time is up, but this game is not over, so that means we go to overtime.
You ever called an overtime game before?
Yeah, I believe the last time I did, I'm almost sure it was the Bigfoot game here.
Oh, the one you were talking about earlier in the
broadcast. It was maybe it wasn't overtime. Maybe it was at the end of the game. And Bigfoot was given a second chance, I want to say, with no time remaining. They were given a final play and scored and won the game. So now the question is, who gets the ball first, who gets the ball second? Neither team has kicked yet. Again, the Spartan offense is not generated. They have scored 1 touchdown, and again, that was on a 12-yard field after a fumbled punt, or fumbled attempt at a punt. And then 2 defensive touchdowns.
Yeah, the defenses, both sides have just played phenomenal.
Bigfoot has been moving the ball better offensively.
There was that one drive where McFarland they had about 2 or 3 big plays to start moving the ball, but then they just seemed to stall there once they got close to the red zone.
Boy, we are nearing the 3-hour mark of this game. And now they're going to come out and kind of like the beginning of the game. It's a big coin toss. That's White and Werwinski and Schwarting and Marfori out there for the Spartans. And that is 14. That's Hunter Sharp. 45 is Samuel Ritchie. And 27 is Tucker Milligan, all seniors. Ritchie sporting that beard. It's just a one-day growth for him, maybe. I don't know. It's
not even No Shave November yet.
No, that's... This is big because, and again, I should know this exactly how overtime works. If they both go from the same end of the field, and I believe it's at the 25 now. So if you win the toss, my guess is you're going to go second.
Yeah, then you know what you have to do.
But on the other hand, I've seen teams choose to go first because they feel they've got the momentum. Looks like Bigfoot's going to win the toss.
Remember how we said earlier in the game we haven't seen any field goal attempts or even point after touchdowns.
Now the Spartans, really, which end isn't going to matter because there is absolutely no wind.
As calm as it could be.
You could put a $10 bill at midfield and it wouldn't move. It'd just stay right there. Well, we go to overtime. Fans getting their money's worth tonight. Tell you what, you talk about high school sports, $4 or whatever it is to get in. You can't spend $4 and see excitement like this. So the ball will be at the 25-yard line. Back in the day, it used to be at the 10, so you basically got 4 plays, and that was it. Now you got an opportunity to actually get a couple of first downs.
Looks like McFarland will be on offense first, too.
All right. Now, key is here. Just move the sticks. Get the ball down if you got to attempt a field goal. So we go to overtime, 22-22.
What a game.
Conceivably 30, you might not need 30 to win this. And there's a pass complete, but only for about 3 yards, and that to Reese Samuel. Got to believe everything's 4-down territory, Eric, at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so they'll call it a 4-yard gain, so 2nd down and 6 for the blue and white. We come back this way. Nick Hall.
Reverses field.
Nick Hall
He's got
some room. Oh, nice block by Samuel. Nick Hall. Oh, did he stay in? No.
He's got him out.
He's out.
What a big play, though, by the number 23, Nick Hall.
And I'll tell you what.
Sophomore.
That was all Nick Hall. Let's watch this.
Watch the vision here. He sees he's got nothing to the left. Reverses field back to the right.
And this young man is a sophomore.
Another young player for this offense.
Yeah, I think he just got it with his toe there. Now you got to finish the deal here.
Here comes that unique setup.
You know, I don't know. I mean, let's just get the ball in the end zone here. Jeremiah, hang on to the ball, spun down.
I'm with you here. You know, you've gone so far in this game. You don't want something off a trick setup to throw you off, even though that they've been running it.
Well, our scoreboard, wishful thinking here, already has us at 28. Well,
can he get a push?
It's close.
He's going to be right there.
Bottom line now is it's 3rd down. Clock does not run, so that's not an issue. It does for time to get the ball back in play, but
now, is this still 4-down territory? Now that you're so close to
well, since they haven't kicked yet,
I would think that they may just go for it.
Well, I don't know. See, there we go. You know, and again, it's me, but just put the doggone quarterback under center and go straight up the middle.
Yeah.
My goodness, now you're at 4th down.
Strength versus strength.
Oh, my goodness.
That's smart to get back on top of that ball, though I thought anytime the ball hits the ground, it's a dead ball off a snap, but I could be wrong.
I just don't get it. See, part of the, and I think that might be what Coach Ackley is saying. You know, part of the problem is you don't go under center the entire game. Then you got the ball in the 1 yard line.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing, you know, you've got, now what's going on?
Let's see if they're going for the field goal. Yep.
Oh, my.
This is a
Carson
big moment.
Werwinski.
Talk about high leverage.
It's going to be a 25-yarder. I don't know if Carson has attempted a field goal. Place. Oh, my.
That's tough.
That is very tough. You've got the ball on the 1 yard line. 3rd down. Well,
now
let's hope the defense.
Put them in another high leverage situation.
They've answered the call all night. Can they do it again?
And remember, Bigfoot's without their key playmaker, Jackson Enns.
Tell you what, though, the Chiefs have been moving the ball here. Oh, my. Here we go. Sierra. They'll get about 7 on 1st down to the 18.
Seems to be okay from that previous injury he had late in the 4th quarter.
Just so much I don't understand about football. I don't know. 2nd down. Eyeshide.
Good pressure.
Got a rush. Going to go into the end zone. Look out. Touchdown. Oh.
Ooh.
In and out of the hands of Greco. Oh, my. I'm calling touchdown there.
They got to take advantage of that and get a stop here.
Good thing I'm wrong. It's 3rd down. Never know. I mean, they may have a kicking game. Of course, you've seen early kick the ball into the end zone.
Well, when you go all game without kicking and then you're get put into a situation where it's could be a potential game winner, that could be a little stressful.
Courier and Greco are going to come to the right. Sierra to the left. They're going to
They got good pressure.
Down he goes. 4th down.
It's a huge play by that defensive line coming up big again.
And you've got now 4th down.
You can see
and about
here.
9.
Tries to evade the rush.
Now if you hold them, I believe Bigfoot gets the ball first.
I think you're right there.
Now you got to hold him, though, because you've got a 4th down and 9.
You cannot have any broken coverage here. Another big play for this defense.
Here we go.
Good
Forced
pressure.
out of the pocket. Airs it. Uh-oh, look out. Sierra's got it. Inside the 5-yard line, or right at the 5. And it's 1st and goal.
When you need a big play, you always look for your senior leadership, and right there, Sierra goes up and gets the ball.
And again, Philip Robinson came up.
Almost a prayer of a throw.
Yep. Now you really got to dig in. See if they give it to Ritchie here up the middle. They do. Escapes 1 tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You have to credit the defense, though. They are not giving up. Even though they gave up that 1st down on a 4th and 9, they're still out there fighting.
Yeah, the defense, they've been the warriors here tonight. Going to be a timeout.
Looks like they're going to talk it over just to make sure everybody knows their assignments here.
Again, we had a 3rd down and 1. And we wind up fumbling the ball, then go for a field goal and unable to convert.
Not just
Interesting,
not
we
just-
haven't kicked an extra point all night. We go for a field goal.
Not just 3rd and 1, it was 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a unique play call. I mean,
Well, and then we kind of ran what we do for extra points.
exactly.
And again, I'm old school, get under center and just go straight ahead. And
Yep. Like we said earlier, though, the game is evolving.
you got some good-sized linemen, and
Let's see if the defense can come back here and get a big, crucial turnover like they have, I believe, 4 times tonight.
I still think, we're going to see that, just that ball thrown up as a jump ball.
Over in the corner of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Here we go. There it is, over the middle.
Yep.
Touchdown, game over. Hunter Sharp. And the game is over. Tough, tough loss. Again, Spartans did a nice job, but again, unable to convert here in overtime. Had the opportunity.
You got to give credit still to the McFarland defense. They played their absolute hearts out
They
tonight.
did. They absolutely did, and it's a heartbreaker here. On the other side of the coin for the Chiefs, what a character win here tonight when you're all-around player there. You can see Jackson Enns being helped off the field by his teammates. Tell you what, you win it in overtime with your best player unable to be out on the field. But again, Spartan defense doing the job here tonight, but they're going to come up short 28-22 in overtime. They'll be back here in a couple of weeks hosting the Jefferson Eagles. But a golden opportunity here slips through their fingers tonight.
Absolutely. Being so close to the goal line right there and not being able to come up with points. That was the absolute difference maker tonight. Offense seemed to stall when they were needed most.
Well, the date is Friday, September 22nd, 2017. This was homecoming tonight in McFarland. Rock Valley Conference football. The final score tonight, the Bigfoot Chiefs win it in overtime by a score of 28-22. We'd like to thank again our top-notch MVP crew tonight for making this possible. Great camera work, great graphics, great everything. We had the easy job tonight. Toughest job, again, those kids out there braving the heat. So our final score again, Bigfoot 28, McFarland 22. For Eric Lackey, I'm John Wells saying thanks for watching.